Hello, Tutu. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. How are you all doing? I believe you've started a beautiful week. I believe you started on a very fantastic note and you're going to end very, very well. Welcome, everybody. As you step in the studio, kindly hit the like. As you join the show, hit the like. We got so much to cover with so little time. I got only 1 hour, 30 minutes to be here, and I will be out of your screen in no time at all. So, without wasting time, let me check with my girl. Simbi, what's up? Are you there, Simbi? Hello?
Yes, boss. Good evening, sir. I'm here.
All right,
How you
cool.
doing?
I'm fine. How is Nigeria, my dear?
Nigeria is fine. We are alive. We are safe. Glory be to God.
Amen. Hallelujah. All right, let's dive into this. We have a lot to cover, and I just pray we can run through all these. So you welcome everybody. I see the real farm in the building already. Okay, Juliet, what's up, mommy? How you doing? Comfort. How are you, Zainab? I feel you, mama. Comfort Adagri, my own comfort. How are you, comfort? Mercy Kendra. I must born another baby girl so that I can call her Kendra. How are you, Mercy? Luke, my guy. What's up, mommy? What's up, Luke? Hey, Karen. Karen, your name, eh? If you come America, if they call you Karen, now allow. How you doing, my sister? All right, Esther Adejo, Bawoni, and of course, Sanusi is here. My own Lekpa sister, Mercy Ajine. Bawoni, Mercy, how are you doing? All right, Auntie Yinka. How are you, Sister Yinka? Oh wow, Sister Yinka is like you are ready for us today. Oh. I love that. I love that, my sister. Okay, my Biba, the fine girl all the way from Canada, the cold country. Hey, Ruby, how is it going, my sister or my brother? Ruby, is Ruby a man or woman? I think Ruby a man. Oh. Okay, maybe not
Uncle
another.
Ben, Ruby should be a woman.
Yeah,
Ruby,
that's right.
yes.
But one time Ruby showed up on the show and I said Ruby and they said I'm a man. So but I don't know. Ruby S22, are you a man or a woman? You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Let's dive into this conversation. So first, ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like as you come in. Whoever is moderating, please help us check the like. Remind Refam to hit the like. Oh, yeah, Ruby is a woman. Okay. One time, one Ruby came and we had fun, and he happens to be a man. All right, you're welcome, my sister Ruby. But I believe say you be gentle, Ruby. Oh, okay, because most Ruby where I know they be fine woman, they get wahala. All right. Please, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like and let's get this ball rolling. So today we're going to talk about a lot of topics, and I need you guys to bring your A game. Uncle Dio, you're welcome, sir. How are you doing? So I need you to bring your A game. Whoo! You see, Ruby saying get on small. I know, Ruby, they go fine, but they go get wahala. Anyway, I love Wahala Sisters. That's why they enjoy all of now for here. So today we're doing our segment trending news, and then we try to analyze the news and see what lessons we can derive from them. So the main course on our menu today is Stella Damasus. Should men speak out after divorce? That is the big question I expect everybody to contribute, because remember, this is Uncle Beno's channel and we discuss the difficult topics. Okay, we got what it takes to handle these topics. We got the brain, we got the uncles, the aunties, the smart sisters and brothers who know how to engage in critical conversations without being emotional or trolling. So thank you everybody for keeping that up for us. So the main cause on today's show is Stella Damasus, should men speak out after divorce? Then the next one, Erica of BBN can't speak Igbo language. I'm not a fan of BBL, but when you are rolling with women, you must obey them or else they'll give you bad. So I think my girls, my team members, they are kind of interested in this Erica thing. I saw Tosin share it over and over again. I'm like, BBN. I don't say anything for BBN. But then when I saw the video of Erica speaking the Igbo language, and the Igbo people, mostly Igbo, they were dragging her. You can't speak Igbo. You can't speak Igbo. Who are you? Why are you like this? Blah, blah, blah. And that's messy, yo. To me, I give her credit. At least she's trying. Okay. Now, if she was born and raised in Nigeria and she can't speak Igbo, now there were good. But so far, so good. It seems like the girl was born in Europe, I think France specifically, and she's trying to speak Igbo. So why should people have issue with that? All right, so we're going to look into that. Then we're going to talk about wife dump husband at UK airport. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And this still fell under our big topic today, which is, should men speak out after divorce? So this man went all the way from Nigeria to the UK with 4 children. Is it 4 or 2 children? And by the time the wife showed up with 6 of her friends, and she took her children and dumped bro right there at the airport. These women in the UK, something is not right to UK women. Say, honey babe, we're gonna talk about you guys, man. The way UK women are moving, especially African Nigerian women in UK, they are own bars, bows. May God help us. So we're gonna talk about that. Then we move forward and talk about, do women ask for too much or men should step up? This my spec thing. It's here to stay, whether we like it or not. It's here to stay. So when women said, okay, I want this, I want that, I want my man to earn 6 figures, he should be making $100,000 and above, I want him to have this, I want him like that. A brother break it down. And that brother, I can say, is speaking from the echo chamber of Kevin Samuels. But then the bro was dropping gems. So I went into the comment, and a couple of ladies who are actually reasonable, they said, hey, look, I don't think women ask for too much when they say, I want this, I want that, I want that. I think the men should step up. So I say, okay, let me go ask Real Fam what they think about that. And lastly, we're going to cover the man that gave his wife 7 days to move out of his house. Can you guess why that man want the wife out of the house? What do you think will make a man to give a wife 7 days ultimatum? Move out of my house right now. We're going to cover all that. So without wasting your time, let's get down into today's business. Right. Trendy Tosin, are you here? How are you doing, Tosin? Hello, Tosin. Tosin, you are muted. Maybe Tosin is kicked out of the studio again. All right. Let's keep moving. Now, let's start.
I'm here, sir.
But I was talking to you. You are not answering now.
Sorry, my browser. I was trying to unmute.
Okay. So,
good evening, sir. Good evening. View from.
All right. That's Tosin. Are you on your Wi-Fi today? Tosin, are you on your Wi-Fi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Yes, right. Sir. Yes, sir. I am.
Okay, let's get the show started. Thank you, everybody. All right, you welcome back. Here is our first conversation of the day. Yeah. I know this one go shock Anne. Anne is one of my sister in Nigeria. She has worked for me before. She has been my co-host. In fact, Simbi is occupying the position of Anne. Simbi is occupying the position of Anne. Anne was supposed to be my co-host, but she was kind of having a lot of schedules, work, kids, family and everything. So I don't want to stress her out. So I do follow Anne's post every now and then on Facebook. So this morning I saw Anne share this and I thought about it and I'm like, okay, this is one of those things that we should discuss uh, in the real fam. So over to you guys. That's what Anne shared. And the question is, or perhaps the conversation is all about this. So Anne asks, the husband earns 300K, the wife earns 3 million. Who should take up the larger financial responsibility? Hey, Sister Chinye. Welcome, Sister Chinye. All right, that's the first thing we have to wrap up. Let's go, guys. So drop your take in the chat. We're gonna be reading in the chat, and then we're gonna move so fast with this one. This, of course, fall under the conversation that me and Uncle Dayo we are working on, which is how to be a high-valued married man. So let's do this, guys. Let's do this real quick. Simbi, let's start with you. What's your take? The husband earns 300K, the wife earns 3 million. Who should take up the larger financial responsibility?
The head of the house.
Should take up the larger financial responsibility.
Yes.
Okay, why did you say that?
You can say you're the head of the house and not take up the larger financial responsibility of the home. You're the head of the house. If you're not earning enough, then maybe look for another source of income. Do something. And then the lady can support you. Women are meant to support, not meant to take over your responsibilities as a man.
That's your take.
That's my take, sir.
So what you're saying in a nutshell is, if you as a lady you're making 300 million in a month and your husband is making 300K in a month, your husband should take the larger part of the financial responsibility. Is that your take?
Yes, sir, that's my take.
All right, Tosin, how about you? What's your take on this one?
For me, it depends on the family dynamics. Actually, it depends on how the family is being built. It depends on the relationship between the husband and the wife. If the wife does not see any big deal in it, in supporting the and taking the bigger chunk of the family responsibility. For me, I don't see it as. I think if you're earning larger, you can. You since you said you love each other, you can do well to support. When there's a saying that no condition is permanent. So when the husband eventually gets to measure up with you financially, maybe you can just draw back a bit on your contributions in the family, financial contributions actually. So that's my take.
Your take is not really clear, Tosin. Can you summarize?
That's my take. Okay, for me, the wife, the person earning the larger share,
Mhm.
can take up the responsibility, can. But it is not for the woman to take up the responsibility of taking the larger chunk, or taking the larger chunk of financial responsibility in the home. But it depends on the relationship that they have with each other. For me, my own take is maybe the family, the wife can just support for the time being. So
All
when
right.
the man eventually gets to measure up financially, she can just draw back.
All right. Okay. Your point is clear. Whew. Uncle Dio. Uncle Dio, did you get the question?
No, sir. Could you please just And just go over the question again for me, please.
Okay, so the situation is the husband earns 300K monthly, the wife earns 3 million monthly. Who should take up the larger financial responsibility in the house?
When it comes to this, the first question to ask is that are they running a single unilateral account for the family? If
Okay.
not, no matter what, the husband as the head supposed to be the one that will lead. However, the question is this: if the husband, if the monthly income for the house is far
Mm,
higher than what the husband is earning, as man and wife, they can come together and have a unilateral income. But whatever it is, the husband supposed to always play the lead role. The wife can always support, but the
okay.
husband have to take the lead. It's not because the wife is the one earning 300 million per month, so she will not take over everything. Because what happens is that in most of those cases, the woman will not assume the position of leadership, and that always causes problem.
Okay.
So the man should be up and doing and take over. If they're having the same account, then it should not be an issue. Both of them should be able to contribute together to make it just about the household expenses, nothing more. Nothing more.
Right.
That's all.
Right. Thank you very much. Simbi, can you read the comments? Oh, Simbi is out of the studio
Sir,
again.
no,
Yeah,
I'm here, sir.
can you read the comments?
Okay, so Juliet is saying the wife, but the man should not neglect his responsibility. He should care, love, and support the wife regardless of the money she's making. That's from Juliet.
Okay, next one.
Mercy Kendra. Mercy Kendra is saying women are meant to support the family.
Next one.
Prince, Princess Karen is saying even the Bible says when a man doesn't know his responsibility, it's a curse.
Next one.
Lady Sanusi is saying the man is the head of the family. Let him take responsibility before he will now be saying the woman is doing shakara on him.
Next one.
Mercy Kendra is saying the man should lead as the head of the family. He shouldn't fail to take responsibility.
All right, next one.
Comforter Dagri is saying the head of the family is suppose will be supporting. Okay, I think I understand what she's saying. Supposed to
Okay, all right.
and look is saying this
Why?
should be a joint decision. Sorry, this should be a joint decision making. The husband should take up the responsibility and the woman should support him. It's also based on who has the financial management skills. That's from Luke.
All right, next one from
Okay.
Vicky. What's
Hi,
up, Vicky? Oh,
Victoria.
yeah, go
So
ahead.
Vicky is saying same account could resolve a little bit of dubious behavior. That's in a responsible marriage. That's from Victoria.
All right, next one from Biba.
Sister Biba is saying the man should still take the lead and the wife support. One thing is wife may have higher taste due to her earning capacity. In brackets, wants better school for kids, better neighborhood. That can cause conflicts.
Yeah, and I
That's
like,
from
I
Sister
like,
Biba.
I like all the takes so far. But this is what I'm gonna say about this, so we can close out this particular segment. Um, Anybody that thinks, oh, the man should lead, you are right. If you say the man should take up the financial responsibility, or the wife will support, you are right. But read what Biba said again, because I'm gonna base my own take on what Biba just says. Like Biba read my mind. The point is this: if I have to advise young men right now who end up with women that are high earners, I will tell them this, and I've always preached this. As a man, the responsibility is on you. You are the head of the home and everything. So therefore, if your income is 300K, make sure your budget for the entire household, including your children and everything, falls between 300K. I'm going somewhere with this. A lot of men these days, they are kind of intimidated by what women earn. And based on what we are observing currently, women out earns men. Women they are shattering records now when it comes to earning. They go to school, they get the certificate, and they make big money. So if you end up marrying a man that earns below you, if you desire marriage and you want to stay married, this is my advice to you. Let the man plan his budget according to his earnings. Now, if you are the woman who truly understood what supporting the man is all about, then you can both have this conversation, because two has become one. Two has become one. So you can have the conversation. You are a wife, you love this man. That's why you agreed to marry him in the first place. So you can tell him, babe, with this your 300K, and you still have to save like at least 80K or 100K every month. Meaning all our expenses, all our budget, everything falls under 200K. And I'm making 3 million. It doesn't look good now, because a woman that earns 3 million naira is on another class, is on another level. She has colleagues. So her expectation will change. Her standard of living will change. So if your husband say, my budget is 200K in a month, this is what I can afford, and you feel like, no, let's do better, babe, you are going to spend more than your husband. Because for instance, with a 200,000 budget, if you live in a place like Nigeria, you can't live in an apartment that is more than 70 or 80,000 naira a month, because feeding alone is expensive. So, but if you are earning 300, if you are earning 3 million, and you know your colleagues, by what you are making, you guys are supposed to be living in Lekki, that means you have to carry the rest of that burden financially. Any woman that sees this differently, you are not ready for marriage. Two has to become one. Now, the way things are in Nigeria, 300K is very, very small. It's a very token salary. You and your husband can now decide, okay, babe, now that I'm making this 3 million, I think you might need to go back to school and get your master's, or you have to do something else, maybe acquire IT skills so you can earn more. So you guys will work together. If it's going to take him 1 year or 2 years to get certification in IT, or maybe go back to school in order to earn more, you both work on it. And then by the time he comes out, if he's also making 3 million or 4 million in a month, now you can live the big life. But if you stick on that, you're the head of the home, you carry the financial responsibility, that marriage go crash. That marriage go crash. You are putting more pressure on the man than he can bear. And that is a kind of wickedness. That is why I always preach a single income household when it comes to managing the home. You need to practice a single income household. So the best way to address this issue is the total income for the home monthly is 3.3 million. It's not wife and 3 million, husband and 300K. People who have successful marriages, that is what they do. The income that comes into this house is 3.3 million. And now, if the man is not a stupid man, the man must know that that money belongs to his wife. It's not like you start planning on your wife's income. But you should both understand that this is what we make. So when you sit down and you be like, and your wife is like, babe, we can't live in this 70,000 apartment. Let's move to Lekki. You are moving to Lekki on the basis that you guys are earning 3.3 million. And then you should also bear in mind that your total expenditure in a month, even if you are living in Lekki, it should not exceed 1 million naira. That means you still have 2.3 million set aside. And then you can begin think about investment, think of setting some money aside for the kids and all that. So that's my take anyway. Don't take my advice for it. I'm just saying that's what it is, because what I am noticing in today's world is that boys are raised to become men, successful men, but they are not raised to become good husbands. Girls of these days, they are raised to become successful women. They are not being raised to become good wives, that we have successful marriages. And it's because of those narratives that we have out there. So that's my take. Uncle Dio, what do you think, sir?
Yes, sir. In fact, I'm in 100% agreement with what you just said. Now, the challenge that I'm looking at now is exactly what you just ended up with. Women are now raised to become successful, but they are not raised to be a good housewife. Same. Also, men are raised to become successful men, but they are not raised to become a successful husband. That is where we have the issues. Of late now, Uncle Bono, the challenge that we are facing with this our younger generation is those two critical issues that you just highlighted. And to me, until we start on learning and relearning what they were taught, they will like always hit a brick wall. If only it could be accepted generally that as one of the major critical factors in marriage, to have a single a single income for the whole house, that both men and women, whether the wife is any more or the man is any more, you combine your income to become single income household. Whatever you want to do, you plan it based on that. When you are saying that since the woman is earning 3 million naira and the man is earning 300,000, that the man should not make a budget on the wife's income. I agree with you, but the question that I was asking immediately, you were saying that was that, okay, what of if it's the man that's making the 3 million and the wife is making 300,000, will you say that the wife should not make budget on the man's income? So these things are critical questions.
We can't look at it like that, because it's different. If the man is the one making 300, is the one making 3 million, he shouldn't even think about the wife 300k. The man shouldn't think about it at all. Now, whatever the wife is spending, she's just spending it out of her own will.
Exactly, Uncle Beno. The man always sacrificed because of the virtue that the man is supposed to be the head of the home. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So men will never even look at. In fact, if a man is making that kind of money, he will never even. He may even just tell the wife, just spend your money on yourself. He will take care of everything, and you still have enough left.
Exactly.
But if that is the case, that's where we are going to be having issues. And we are not supposed to be having issues, but because of the way some of our women were being brought up, and because of what is going on out there in so-called social media, I have testimony of people in the past, our generation, people of our own generation, that even when the wife is making more than the man, nobody knows, because the wife will still be referencing the man and will still be doing everything as if the man is the one controlling everything. So, but these days, the moment a woman has financial independence in the home, it's like it comes with another kind of power that makes her see her husband to be less than her. And that's why we are having issues.
Those are the women that are not raised to become successful wives. They are raised to be successful individuals. So that is just it. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you. Let us move on to the next topic. Thank you, everybody, for participating in that. I believe, do you all learn something from that segment? Please, if you learn something, drop a one in the chat real quick as we're moving on. If you know you learn anything from that segment, drop a 1 in the chat. If you disagree with how we analyze it, drop it 2. Let's go, guys. Because sometimes money meant for families are diverted to side chicks, leaving wife and kids to struggle. Absolutely. Some stupid men behaves like that. I won't worry. So Vicky, I'm with you 100%. All right. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Vicky also said whoever earns more should assist more without belittling the other. God bless you, Vico. God bless you. That's just how it should be. All right, let's move on to the next topic real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so the next topic is this question that I have right there on our tumbling. All right. Do women ask for too much, or men should step up? So to dissect this real quick, let me share with you what a brother said. This is particularly applicable here in America, and now it is the same thing all over the world. So in this video, this bro was of the opinion that all the things that women are expecting nowadays, they are kind of outrageous, and it's making it difficult for women to find husband. Women have standards. I want 100K man. I want man to be 6 foot tall. He has 6-pack and everything. But when you look at the number in terms of availability of men in the dating pool, you're going to discover that by saying you need a man that makes $100,000 a month, you have already cut out almost 90% of men that are available for relationship, because majority of them don't make that. That was what he was saying. Now, if you consider the rest of them, the other 10% that is left, about 5% of them are gay. If they are making that much money here in America, they are gay. Now you have the other 5% left. Within that 5%, another half of the 5%, they are already married, because men that meet that requirement, they are usually married. So now you have just like 1 or 2% left to choose from. So I went into the comment and I saw a couple of ladies that actually dropped gems, and their take was like, hey, okay, why don't we talk about men stepping up? Why don't you go to school and a degree, or get some other certifications that can allow you or enable you to make high income? So I think it kind of makes sense. So let me play the video and we'll just drop our take and then we move on.
$100,000. You eliminated 85% of all men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%, half of them gay, or live an alternative lifestyle. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want them over 6 feet, 2%. He can't be obese, 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too, that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here into the dating. If you say, I want a man that make $100,000, you eliminated 85% of all men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%, half of them gay, or live an alternative lifestyle. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want them over 6 feet, 2%. He can't be obese, 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too, that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here into the dating. If you say, I want a man that make $100,000.
All right. Here's my question, guys. Do you understand what he's saying? So let me quickly go through the comment. Um, the the person who posted this said, "Is this true?" So now people are replying. Men said, "This is Mario." Mario said, a half of a percent of a man you have to find, and then he has to like you back. That's tough. And that is one hell of a reality I see many sisters don't want to accept. Many sisters, they remove that particular point from the equation when they're talking about my standard, this is what I want, this is what my man should do. They forgot that even when you find this man that match all these qualities that you're looking for in a man, if that man don't like you back, it's all nonsense. That's why you see people like Frederick Leonard and Peggy, their marriage is crashing. That is why you see many of your celebrities, their marriage is crashing. They were lucky, they find the man that fit the physical specs and all that, but the man just don't love them back. So that's a point right there. Now, this one is coming from the Real West. It's another guy. He said his numbers may not be exact, but the concept is golden. And then 6 feet 2 said, this another man say it is like, okay, it's this, it's the like you back part that most are getting tripped up over. Mama, he may be your type, but that don't mean you're his. Exactly. So you may find a man that really match all these quality you're looking for, but what if he doesn't like you back? And this is where girls will now go and say, men has come, after I've been with him, after all that we've done together, he still left me. I did everything for him. And one of the things I see ladies do mostly is if they find their spec, they will throw caution to the winds, they will ignore all the red flags, and they just want him. Have so much want. This guy with 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 figures, and he's living for an fine boy. I've been looking for him all my life. Now that I find him, I'm just gonna behave. I will do well. I won't even question. I won't challenge him so that we can have this wedding. At the end of the day, is dude really in love with you? Are you doing too much? Do you know how many girls that want the same thing that you wanted? So I think these are conversations I think ladies should have with themselves. So Chrissy is a girl. Chrissy said so many women yelling that they bring everything to the table, but forget the biggest variable of all is that the man they want has to want them back. Not a single lie was told in this video. The math is definitely mathing. Then another lady say, not one lie told. These are women, no. Then Mr. Miguel say, RP to Godfather Kevin Samuels, because these are some of the talking points of Kevin Samuel. So Simati said 15% of 4 billion is 600 million, 100K plus earners. Okay, minus 50% of 600 million is 300 million non-married, minus 3% of 300 million is 291 million non-gay, 50% of 291 million is 145.5 million non-obese, 50% of 145.5 million is 21.8 million 6 feet tall. So around 22 million men will meet that criteria mentioned. That's the population of Florida.
That's wonderful. I like that analysis.
So, but this is the one I love the most. I like when ladies express their opinion without being rude. This lady said, get your paper up. We will have more to choose from. And when I was reading the comment, this particular one hit differently because in reality, here in America, a lot of men don't go to school as much as the women. Go and check the record. When you look at from elementary to high school, yeah, the numbers are great. But after high school, in the black community particularly, there is just too much systemic hurdles to jump over. These guys, a lot of black men here in America, they make little mistakes, they have a record. Small mistake, they are sent to jail. So, many of them are raised by single mom with no dad to support. So, even when they dreamed of going to college, the support is not there. So, but with what this girl said, I think if we concentrate on getting more men to go to school or to acquire some quality skills that can actually put them within the six figures bracket, then women may have more men to choose from. So let's quickly have this conversation. My question is this: do you think women expectation is higher, or we should try to encourage boys to level up? Let me start with you, Uncle Dio. What's your take, sir?
Yes, sir.
Don't drop your take too. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, I think men supposed to do better, because I'm always a believer of the fact that a man must be quality by brand, by nature, and by capacity. What makes you a man is your ability to be able to live up to that standard of being a man. So as a man, your primary target is that you are not working for you to earn enough money for you to be comfortable. You are working for you to be able to take care of your family and your children. So always aim higher. So once you can get that higher status, then you can ask, okay, I can marry now. So that by the time the wife comes in, you are already a high value net worth and a high value family man. But
Right.
unfortunately, what we are having these days is not. And as we said, in America over there, even from what we have been seeing online, even from what we have been reading, and even from some of the movies we have been watching, we know that once they finish high school, more than half of them don't make it to the university. They don't make it to college. And that automatically reduces their value. So, and majority of these people are the one that over 70% of the women that went to high school, over 70% of them goes to college. But as for the men, less than 50% of them make it to the college. So there will always be that imbalance. And by the time those lady now comes out, automatically when they get jobs, they be earning more than the guy. That's why we have a lot of high net worth women out there compared to low net worth of men out there for them to pick from. But I want to say something. If any man should find himself in that kind of a situation, it's not yet over. Nothing stops you from improving on yourself. Nothing stops you from, after you could not be able to make it to the college, you can still do some kind of a self-training that can still give you better stand in life. Go and learn some things, go and learn some skills, go and learn some jobs, go and learn and get some kind of a certification at your own pace that will make you a better value man. Now, something came to my mind when we were talking, sir. Last week or so, I was watching the movie Acrimony with my wife. And then I saw the way the man, when everybody was taking that the man was lazy, the man was not like pushing his weight and all. But because he has a dream and he's so confident about that dream. So when you were talking, my mind went there. Some men, you may see them that, oh, they're not worth it. But if you happen to get a man that has a vision, that has a dream, and it's not lazy about the dream, is pursuing it, stick to that man. Because that movie, when I was like watching it with my wife, that point really struck me. By the time the guy finally entered his dream, by the time his dream finally came true, he became a multi-millionaire. But before that time, he was seen as a loser, as a deadbeat and everything. Woman, if you see a man that is not up to your standard, but so far the man loves you, and you can see that he has potentials, and you can see that he has a vision, he has a passion to succeed in life, please stay with him. Instead of looking for somebody that's high value, net worth, blah blah blah, that tick all your boxes, look for a man that has integrity. Look for a man that loves you. Look for a man that has passion. Look for a man that has a vision to succeed in life. Even though you are any times 10 of what is any today, but you know that if this man is given encouragement, he will become successful in life. Please stick to that guy. You will surely become what you think you
Mm. Oh, Okudayo. I guess Okudayo is receiving a call. All right. Hey, Blessed. How are you doing, Blessed? Blessed is agreeing with Okudayo. I think Okudayo is receiving a call. Anyway, let me take this comment from Sister Chinye real quick. Simbi, take that comment from Sister Chinye.
Okay. So Sister Uncle Ben is not up.
Oh, really? Okay. Now, how about now?
So yeah, I can see it now. So Sister Chinya is saying what annoys me is when they say, "Oh, they are giving women more jobs than
That men.
women." Okay,
That men.
okay, I think she mentioned. Yeah, it's a big fat lie. If you go to school or take these IT courses, you will also get good jobs. That's from Sister Chinya.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Majek, how you doing, Majek? Majek said, let me see. That is a
Majek
perfect.
said
Yeah, go ahead.
that. Okay, that's in a perfect world. Unfortunately, we don't live in one. That's
Absolutely.
from N Majek.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Uncle Dio, finish your take so we can move on to the main topic of the day.
So
What
thank
about
you,
that?
sir. I'm sorry that the cutoff. I think my network just went out. Now the thing is this: what I want us to do, I want us to ask a question before that. Will a high value net worth lady consider love over somebody that does not love you back but tick all your boxes? Because that's the question that ladies have to answer. Because no matter how good you are, if a man doesn't love you back the way you love him, that marriage is not going to be sweet. But if you see a man that loves you and has potentials that to even succeed, even you as a wife, you can support him, encourage him to to like actualize that dream of his, and both of you can enjoy your marriage. Now, question is, will you rather settle for somebody like that, or you still stick to you getting your high net worth guy that takes? Because to me, that's why we're having the issue. Men should
All right.
always strive to be better in life. You must be a high net worth man and then high value married man also, because these things are your standard. For before you can beat your chest and say that I'm a man, you must have these two qualities in you. But the question is for the ladies to answer. Will they sacrifice somebody that tick all their boxes for somebody that loves them and has a potential to become better in life? Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you, Uncle Dio. I think that is up to the ladies to decide. All right. Simbi, take this comment from Sister Chinye. Sister Chinye is dropping bars today.
Sister Chinye is saying, when we talk about potential, we are
Yeah,
not talking about blowing smoke up someone's ASS. We are
yeah.
talking about a potential that he's actively working towards and pursuing.
Exactly, exactly. And I think what I noticed lately is it still boils down to what I said earlier. Many of the boys we have nowadays, they were raised to become successful boys, but they weren't raised to become high valued married man, because a lot goes into being a high valued married man. It means that you should prepare yourself to make a living. I mean good living and real good money. You should ensure that you work towards your goals. You are always targeting how to be within the range of that 100K per year income target. It's not too hard to get there these days. The only problem I see so far is that many parents are focusing on the wrong thing these days, especially for those of us in Western world, where parents are now they are now trying to be their children friends, when parents are now scared to call out their children excesses, when parents some of them, because of how their wife or their husband have treated them in the past, they are now unleashing everything on their children. So we just have these boys now that they are not even motivated to become a high net worth man. That's part of the problem. Now, as for the ladies who have unrealistic expectations, I believe they are learning the hard way. So we got to work on both gender. Especially, that's why I continue to tell adults, especially those who are older than us and like those within my age bracket, I continue to tell them this. If we feed into all this narrative we have on social media now, we will be missing the point. And then you have boys, you have girls. When they grew up and they get to that age that they were supposed to know what to look for in a lifetime partner, they will miss it completely because their attention has been focused on the wrong thing. Many girls nowadays, all they talk about is men are scum, men are narcissistic, men are this, men are that. And hey, listen, if all you talk about is negativity in men, now men will get those negative qualities, now then go they come your way. Because you won't even see the right quality, because all you are focused on is what they are doing wrong, what they don't do right. The same goes for girls. All right. If our boys nowadays, if their focus is, oh no, the girls out there, they are nasty, they are disrespectful, they don't submit, bro, shut the F up. And that's why you don't see me. I hardly play the video of those young unmarried boys that will just turn up their camera and they will be blabbing, because they don't really know what they are talking about. All right. That's where we're going to draw the curtain on this episode. Thank you, Sister Chinye. Thank you, Blessed. And thank you, my Jack. Thank you, everybody, for your contribution on that one. Let us now move on to the main topic of the day. If we have time, we can now talk about Erica of BBN and more topics today. But let us talk about Stella Damasus, and then, if time permits, we'll cover the rest. Welcome back, everybody. Yesterday, we couldn't dive really deep into what was going on with Stella and her ex-husband, because I don't have enough information about it. I ain't gonna lie. And it took me a while to finally find out what really happened. The information I got was half information. The information not complete. So today I took my time to go back and look into it. But however, my brother Man of Prestige had a show yesterday, and we also discussed this thing about Stella Damasus and her ex-husband. One of my beautiful sister called in yesterday. Both of us were like MOP's guest yesterday. And one talking point came up. So that talking point is what I want us to talk about today. So this Stella Damasus issue, we established yesterday, the ex-husband came out of the blues and start dropping bomb here and there. So people have, dissect the situation. They have spoken about it. But in all that, something remains. And the question I continue to ask is, why now? Why now? Why did this man choose this time to speak up? So while I was on MOP show, my take was that something triggers this man. Something triggers this man. Is either Stella said something to people who are closer to them, and they told the man in return. And maybe the man just felt like, you know what, I've had enough of this BS. I can't take it no more. And that's when he came out and started dropping those those grenades that he dropped. Then after reading from him, some people are taking side with Stella, while some are taking side with the man. some people are not really taking side with Stella, and some are not really taking side with the man, but they address the issue. And one of the issue they address is, why should this guy come out and tarnish Stella's image? Why should this guy come out and tell the whole world that Stella was ABUSC the son? That is not fair. Man shouldn't talk like that. Man should just calm down. And one of my points yesterday was that, look, if women are out there and they are telling their divorce story, and the divorce story is looking somehow, is painting the husband like a demon. If the wife don't stop, the husband too should come out and drop his own side of the story. But as men will not sit down and tell all the story the way women will paint it. But though there are some crazy men who they talk more than women say, but most men, they will just go straight to the point and drop 1, 2, or 3 things. So in my conclusion yesterday, I was like, okay, I think this guy just fired a warning shot to Stella. He wants Stella to stop saying whatever she's saying. That Stella, you yourself, you are not a saint. So when we got to the point that some people feel like, no, men shouldn't talk, men should not talk, men don't talk like that, my take remains that men should speak out after divorce. But only speak if your image is tarnished. If whatever your ex-wife is saying is putting you in a bad light and is beginning to affect you, maybe affect your relationship, it affect your job, it affect how people perceived you. Bro, my take is you got to come out and tell people what's going on so that you can repair your image. So therefore, on the basis of that, the question I have for you guys today is, should men speak out after divorce? Now, if we can quickly revisit what he said, the part that I missed yesterday, let me share my screen so you can see it. So here is the part that I missed yesterday. Yeah. According to POS is one of the reliable media outlet there in Nigeria. POS said filmmaker Daniel Ademilokon has addressed recent remarks made by his ex-wife, actress Stella Damasus, regarding the nature of their divorce, which was finalized in 2020. The report go further and said, in a resurfaced interview from July 2023 with Tegu Babyface, Damasus alleged that she discovered her marriage had ended not through a direct conversation, but via a video posted online. Okay, and then Stella recounted the moment she learned about the split, saying she was bombarded with calls from friends and acquaintances who urged her to check YouTube for clarity. So now, in quote, this is Stella now. I pride myself on being a respectful person. A lot of things were said about me on YouTube because that is how I found out my marriage had ended. I didn't know that my marriage had ended, she said. So the husband now, who goes with the handle that Bishop 07 on Instagram, now shared this on his story. These are the part that I missed yesterday. So he said, I usually don't dignify nonsense with the response, but when silence gets mistaken for ignorance or guilt, it's only fair to offer a quick 5-minute reality check. Today is your lucky day. Now he went further and said, Dear Queen Mother, 5 years since the separation, 3 since the divorce. Still, you just can't let go. I've said nothing, I've seen nothing, I've done nothing since 2020, but somehow I'm still living rent free in your narrative. Let me be clear, silence is not guilt. Distance is not weakness, but lies, especially ones I have receipts for. That's a different story. I've said this from the get go, even while I was on my brother MOP show yesterday. I said something triggers this man. And from this particular write up here, I don't know if you agree with me or not. From this particular write up, it seems Stella is still talking. He's still talking behind the scene. That is the only reason I can say it can force a man who have been quiet all this while to finally come out and say, you know what, I'm not going to take this nonsense anymore. In my opinion, that right there is the reason why this man came out and started talking now. So if you agree with me, that's fine. If you disagree with me, it's fine. But because why would a man who, in the heat of this conversation, when the whole thing was making waves, this man never said nothing. 5 good years, 3 years till marriage is officially over with divorce. He didn't say nothing. And all of a sudden, he just popped up and started posting. And he said it here again. 5 years since the separation, three since the divorce. Still, you just can't let go. You just can't let go. Stella is speaking to some people. I be man. No matter how bad you think a man is, there are still some people who are loyal to him, and there are still some people who still consider him like it's not really all his fault. So as a woman, when you, after divorce, you are still talking yam, yeah. Don't you have a life? The divorce has been finalized. Move on. You've done your interview. You've said everything. This guy did not made a comment. So I'm thinking this is a warning shot to tell Stella, hey, stop, just stop, because I have receipt. Now to the juicy part, he went further and shared this. Okay, let me just read. He went further and shared this. Have watched you twist facts with confidence, assuming no one's paying attention. But now that you've mistaken grace for guilt, I will ask you to choose your next story wisely, because I came with footnotes. I believe we are all understanding what this man is saying here. These are loaded words. And I think he's still being economical with what he's saying here. So he went further and said, Queen Mother, let's not rewrite history just because the internet has a short attention span. You claimed in that little interview with your echo chamber that you found out about the divorce on YouTube. Lie. Tell you baby face, Stella Damasus, you all know how these guys, they move in Nigeria. All of them in Nollywood, na paddy things. Oh, I get podcasts. Come for my podcast. I go come for your own. Check all their podcasts. That's why sometimes it doesn't interest me, whatever they got to say. Because now them, then they support each other, and there is nothing wrong with that. But when they are interviewing each other, don't expect your friend to put you on the spot. I'm a podcaster. If I invite you to my podcast to discuss something, my primary objective is to protect you. So depending on how sensitive the topic we're going to cover might be, that will kind of shape the type of questions that I'm going to ask you. And there will be no pushback. When friends interview friends, they allow friends to just talk. So that's all you see. So I watched the interview. I went back and watched the interview again. From the first time when I watched the interview, I really don't believe whatever she's saying anyway, because I can tell she's acting. That's just my own personal take. Oh. That is not the written. But when I watch the interview, I know she's acting. And whose person go turn camera on? Can't tell the whole world. Say, I the smack Pekino. When this Pekin day with me, when he misbehave, I the slap in head. Who will say that? So that's what this man is saying, that you claim in that little interview with your echo chamber. That echo chamber is using your paddy, with your echo chamber, that you found out about the divorce on YouTube. Lie. You claim I signed and sent you the divorce papers that you were not aware of. Another lie. Okay, 12:45. We still have time. Quick reality check. Who filed for divorce? If Stella is going to respond at all, which I will advise her not to do, because I've go through this case. Stella, I even see Stella is about to get sued, but let me not digress. Quick reality check. Who filed for divorce? You do realize that's public record, right? But don't worry, I will post the receipt. A little reminder, just in case selective memory is setting in. Then bro went ahead and shared the email Stella sent to him. So this email was sent on Thursday, July 29, 2021 at 9:04 p.m. And it carries Stella Damasus and her email. And she wrote, "Hello, Daniel. I hope this email meets you well. I'm writing to you today because I have decided to move forward with the divorce process. Based on the recent events, it is evident that there is no hope that this marriage will work anymore. In September 2020, when you decided to leave our home, separate our family, and then called me to say that you were not coming back, it became clear that our marriage was over." This is the same woman that said, "I find out my marriage has ended on YouTube." Okay. Then she went further and said, "As matured adults, I believe the next step will be to have a civil and painless divorce process and go our separate ways so that we both can move on." I don't see the last thing there, but let me see if I can see where we both can move on without dragging our families into it. And she continued, "So I kindly request that you send me a physical address for the papers to be delivered directly to you. If you are not comfortable sending me your address, you can send it to my lawyer, Barrister Ernest Izedowen, via email. Thank you, and I wait your positive response. Stella Damasus." Okay. Whew. Now, she sent another one. You see, she sent another email on the 8th of January 2021, and she said, "Real, very, very urgent. Hello, Daniel. I am not sure if you received my previous email included in the thread below. So I have decided to send a follow-up email. As stated in the previous email, I have decided to move forward with the divorce process for reasons stated in said email. I kindly request that you send me a physical address for the papers to be delivered directly to you. If you are not comfortable sending me your address, you can send it to my lawyer, Barrister Ernest Izodowe. Thank you, and I still await your positive response. Stella Damasus." All right. Who now? Yesterday or 2 days ago, Ademilokon shared this. After sharing the email, he said, "Yes, I moved out. No, not out of drama. I moved out, not out of drama." What does that tell you, listeners? I moved out not out of drama, but out of self-preservation for my sanity and for my son's safety. I won't unpack the full extent of what he endured. These are heavy, heavy words. This man took his time to construct all these posts, and it means a lot. If you read, if you interpret the unwritten, the non-spoken, non-written messages behind everything he's dropping here, you will know that this is deep. So he said, I won't unpack the full extent of what he endured, but let's just say when a child needs makeup to hide a scar before school, the damage runs deeper than the skin. He's alive. He remembers, and so do I. Then he says, you screamed at me boldly. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here. I beg, what's left for a man to do when his own home starts sounding like a hostage situation? Remember, these people are living in the United States. You knew I was leaving. You knew I wasn't coming back. I packed my son, my peace, and my entire life. And I walked out the front door in broad daylight. You watched me leave that Sunday morning. Wale and Linda are still alive and well in Dallas. We all had this conversation. You know what you did, and more importantly, you know the truth. Let me say this clearly. Now, the beginning of fight, person they know. Nobody they know how it go end. One in short, let me be just as I have left you in peace. I've chosen a more private life now so I don't drag me. Okay, I've chosen a more private life now, so don't drag me into your soap opera. You've heard your 5 minutes from me. Over and out. Okay, let's get down to this conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget the question I asked earlier, that should men speak out after divorce? That's the question we're looking at now. Let me shock you guys. If you look at my screen right now, that little boy that makeup were used to cover him up when he's going to school, that little boy is who you see on my screen now. This is a teenager. And tell you what, American children, thank God we have a lot of Americans here. They can testify with what I'm about to say now. American children are freaky smart. You won't believe that there are some American kids that can recall what you did to them when they were 4 or 5 years old. I beg any parents, Sister Chiye and others, if you are a parent or you have younger ones, maybe your siblings, your nephew, your cousin, that you are aware of, they are grown up in America, I beg, help me drop your take in the chat. American children are so freaking smart. All these Western children, what you did to them when they were 4 years, 5 years old, even as adults, they will tell the story. It go shock you. My daughter is 17 years old. My daughter came to Nigeria, I think, when she was 2 years old and when she was 4 years old. At that time, I was driving Honda Civic. So anytime we want to go see grandma at our house, we will go from my place, we will go all the way to after, what they call this place, if you are going to Badagry, Agbara, after Agbara. And the road was bad. So anytime we're driving, you know, American kids, you always have to pacify them, give them something. So that I will buy her cake or ice cream. Because the road was bumping, while we're going, if we enter gallop or anything, maybe our cake fell or something. Did you know my daughter still remember many experiences she went through in Nigeria? In fact, she used to threaten her younger ones. Anytime I tell her younger ones, say, hey guys, we got to go to Nigeria. Nigeria is a beautiful place. You know, we got our house. We'll go to fancy places. I'll tell them such things just to entice them to go. BB will say, guys, don't listen to daddy. Daddy is lying. In Nigeria, there is no light. Oh, the light will go out. Then you're going to be hearing generator all over the place. The roads are not good. Whenever daddy is driving, my cake, my ice cream, everything end up on the floor. The first time my daughter shared that story, I shocked. I told my wife, babe, did you know this girl remember almost everything she experienced in Nigeria? I brought that into this conversation for you to know that please and please, Western world is not like Nigeria. And you see, all those regular beating where our parents they give us for Nigeria, we know they mean anything. Here in the Western world, the children interpret that as trauma. Some of them can't get it out of their brain that my own dad slapped me. Oh, my mommy slapped me. Some of them, when they start having struggles in life, and they were recommended to go to see a therapist. Once they get to the therapist, they will start telling the therapist some of the things they went through as a child, which is normal to us that we grew up in Nigeria. This is nothing. So, coming back to Stella Damasus and what's going on, this is bigger. I will advise anybody that knows Stella to tell Stella to shut the mouth now. She should not respond. She should not say anything, because I'm just speaking from my own point of view as a man. I feel this man back is against the wall and he wants to take his pound of flesh and he has evidence. Stella should stop talking to anybody at all. Stella have not posted anything since. No recent video. I didn't see any recent video or anything. Stella did not do anything. And I think that is where some people are convinced, they are kind of confused about this case. Stella not do anything. He no mention you. She just inherited $3 million. Where is this one coming from? Eh? This man a wicked man. This is what we are saying. He's a narcissistic. He's a Simbi, wait till be down when you talk misogynist. When you be out on a crazy grammar.
Misogynistic,
egoistic,
chauvinist.
A chauvinist, Abi.
Yes.
Chauvinist. Koshi, kumbi for me. Una go de clarify. Anyway, my thing is, anybody who knows Stella should tell Stella to shut it now. Please like this video. If you don't like the video, YouTube won't recommend it. Please hit the like. So please, I've thought so much about what is going on. This boy is grown now. And trust me, this boy now lives with his mom. That's his mom, Doris. What's that? Doris, what's that last name? Is Simbi here? Or Tosin? What's
Simon,
the last?
Yeah.
Doris Simon, right?
Doris Simon. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And this same Doris Simon now resides in America. Una know, Abi, una no. Doris Simon.
Of course
now,
we do.
Okay,
Yeah.
Doris Simon now resides in America. And if you know America very, very well, any little thing they can sue you if they know say the money in your hand, you go pay. You see that $3 million where Stella just inherit now. If people no tell Stella, make Stella no even enter this battle at all. They go collect that money for her hand. They go split it in. If this boy can collect that money from her. Oh, thank God, Sister Yinka. Everybody knows say she lives in the US. And again, something else came up yesterday when we were having this conversation. And it was what Stella said that, oh, me and the mom, we are cordial, we have cordial relationship, and everything is about the boy. Go and watch that interview on Tech Baby Face Show. Everything is about the boy. We have a son. Everything is about the son. And I'm like, really, Stella? Are you freaking kidding me now? Are you kidding me? You are playing with fire. I'm suspecting Stella is still talking, and I'm suspecting this boy lives with her mom now. This boy probably, he might be going through some trauma. I pray it doesn't happen to him in Jesus' name. If this boy is going through trauma and they get to find out that what the boy endured inside the father's house, why the father and Stella were together, if they can nail it down to the treatment the boy got while they were together, this is going to get really, really messy. This is America. You see, in America, those of us that will come here, we become American citizens. Now borrow land, now we do. Even though we are citizens, we are not citizens. No. The people who are the true citizens of America are the children that you either brought here when they were little, they were or very, very small, they were minor, and those that they were born here, they get priority over here. And America don't play with children. A lot is going on. So much is going on. If I pray this boy is not having issue, if this boy they go school, he's not doing well academically, or he go school, they behave somehow. Look, in America, teachers ask some crazy questions from your children. So if you're listening to me, please, we're not just doing this show for the sake of doing it. It's for you to learn something. When your children go to school in America, teacher asks them a lot of questions. See, they get social worker in the school, they have nurses, they have counselors. If your pikin go school, if they sleep when supposed they learn, wahala they come. Your pikin they go school when others are eating, he like to stay alone, you know want go near the rest, wahala they come. If you are fighting at home, you and your wife, you are fighting every day, and then your pikin go school, he begin to fight with other children, wahala day. So all this thing that is going on now, my instinct, I'm just having this hunch that something is going on, that it has to do with this boy. And Doris now have a son. Maybe Doris have called Stella. Allegedly, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Maybe Doris have called Stella and said, Stella, my son is having issues due to the treatment he received from you. What have you guys done? And Stella might have started calling everybody behind the scene. Hey, make una see me see trouble. The child that I raised, even the father that was not there, the father did not. Maybe Stella has been talking, and Madam Fee don't call the boy Papa and say, you took my son away from me. Now this boy is growing into a handsome man, and he has to deal with some of the trauma of what he endured while living with you. That could be part of the reason this brother is out now, trying to set the record straight, so that if gbege won't happen, may they know the real culprit. That's my take. So let's have our conversation now. Should men speak out? Should men speak out after divorce? And under what circumstances should they speak out? Let's have your take. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is open for conversation. Uncle Dayo, before I come to you, make I ask our little I say little kid, I don't believe to say I want mama. Make I ask our madam there. Simbi, should men speak up after divorce? Let me add this to our poll so we can know where the conversation is going. Simbi, over to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, I agree. Men should speak up after divorce because sometimes, I'm sorry, sisterhood, but sometimes my gender can be very manipulative and deceptive. So they should speak. I don't like the whole idea of, I don't mean the one that will talk too much and end up sounding ridiculous. I mean, speak. especially when you know the woman in question is trying to tarnish your image or trying to make it look like you were the only one at fault in that marriage. So yeah, speak up and tell your own side of the story. It's not nice that the men are always, quiet or being told, oh no, you're a man, don't speak up and stuff like that. No, I have a brother. So yeah, if something is wrong, speak up, because sometimes when you speak up, I think that's when you begin to heal. As if you're not telling a lie. Oh. That's when you begin to heal, and you might just get something off your chest and feel free. So yeah, let them speak up. Thank you, sir.
Okay, but I have one quick question for you, Simbi, because you did not give us any nuances or any caveat or something. Should men speak up after divorce unprompted or if prompted?
Oh,
Simbi?
yeah, I heard you, sir. If prompted, yeah. Don't be the first person to jump out and start speaking. You understand?
Let me all right, let me start some of the comments we have here so we can read them
Uncle
all.
Ben, why are you laughing?
No, I'm not laughing because of you. It's because I look at the comment now. I see a
The
comment, don't
comment.
and you know Sister Chinye. Sister Chinye don't begin the true blue. And I have my Wahala
Sister
troublemaker.
Cherish Olivia is here. Oh.
Hey, Madam Cherish, how are you doing? All right. Uncle Dayo, over to you real quick. Okay, let's hear from Tosin. Tosin, what's your take? Should men speak up after divorce or they shouldn't? And if they have to speak up, should it be if they are being prompted, like maybe something is out there they need to correct, or they should remain silent forever? What's your take, Tosin?
Uh-uh. For me, men should speak up. I don't know who made the law that men are supposed to max up their emotions. Men are allowed to be vulnerable, because this narrative of men, yeah, you're a man, don't talk. Men don't do this. This is not giving gentlemanship, that kind of a stuff. So for me, men should speak up, especially when it has to do with their image and their reputation. And also, men should also speak up when okay, I've mentioned that when the things online or whatever the public is saying, the impression the public is having about you is not who you are. So for me, men should speak up. Nobody made the law that I keep asking, who made the law that men should not talk? Please, men should speak up. Now we are in the era of I think we are now just trying to what's the word now? Trying to make men realize that they also have emotions and they should also speak up, tell people their pain, tell like let people around you know what you're passing through. It is not okay to mask up your pain. That's why there are a lot of this suicidal rate out there, because men are being told to shut up, mask up your emotion, don't show your vulnerability. For me, men should speak up, and also they should speak up. They should not speak up like for for to your question, that should they speak up immediately after their divorce? No, it doesn't. But then if it is something that would tarnish your reputation out there, if the thing out there is something that it is not you, then you should speak up. So that's
All
my
right.
take.
Thank you very much. Okay, Uncle Dayo, I want you to take your time, dive into this matter. If men should speak up, address it as you want. And then when I come back, we'll read all the comments and we'll start calling it a day. Over to you, Uncle Dayo.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ben. I really appreciate this. Number one, the issue here about men speaking up or not speaking up, I think I will see from another angle or from another perspective entirely. Number one, in case of a divorce, a man and a woman happen to divorce, and a partner, maybe always the woman, bring it to the social media court. Now, there's something in my language that they say that no matter how somebody will relate any matter in a fight, he or she will never relate the matter to prove himself or herself guilty. Everybody that is asked to relate a matter in a quarrel or in a fight, you like always relate that matter to prove you to be right or to prove yourself to be innocent. So that's why anybody that brings the case to the social media court, there's that tendency that he will probably say a lie or two against the partner to show that to show that she is right. So men should always speak up if what the wife or the ex-wife says about them in case of a divorce is not true, because silence is an admission of guilt. If a woman should come and say, now I'm sorry to say this, my mother normally say this, that if your wife should come out, it's a kind of a local Nigerian language. Local Nigerian adage that if your wife should come out to the public and say, oh, my husband has hemorrhoids, there is no way the man can prove himself right, because people will believe the wife and say, oh, because the wife knows her husband very well, so definitely what the wife is saying is true. Meanwhile, that may not be the truth.
Yeah.
But the man cannot go around and be like exposing his bomb to show that there's something like that. So when it comes to this type of case, the man should speak up. If only what the wife has said so far is not the truth, so that people don't have the wrong impression about him or conclude that everything the wife has said is true. I must also say this. Some men may decide not to speak up because maybe they don't like their matter being the talk of town. Whether the woman was saying the truth or not, they will just say, time will tell, time will tell. But to me, that's the wrong stance for a man. If your image is being tarnished, and then you are not speaking up to correct the narrative, the consequences may be far-reaching. So men should speak up. If only the wife has said something that is not right about them, or something that's trying to like tarnish their images. That's number one. Number two is that if in a situation whereby you and your wife have issues, and a party is trying to like change the narrative in a way that will become very, very critical and damaging to your reputation in future, please, men, speak out. Speak out, because social media courts, they will only listen to what they can hear, and they will assume if the other partner did not talk, they will just assume that definitely everything that the woman has said is true, and they will start judging based on that. So for your own sanity and for your own good, and for your own well-being, please, men, speak up. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Sister Chuchu, my own twin daddy.
I'm here, sir.
What do you want to add to this, my sister? Should men
I'm loyal, sir.
should men speak up or not?
Yes, so men should speak up because because of the way my gender is created. Most times we tend to we like pity party. We like to throw pity party. So we're the ones that is always talking and attracting pity.
Hey, sorry, shout out mom of five. I just see mom of five. Oh. Shout out to you, my sister. How are you doing? Go ahead, sister Tutu.
Okay, so because of that, a lot of men are dying in silence. Men are born with ego. Most men have ego, and they feel that most men believe that when you talk as a man, you're not man enough. So, and this pushes out the wrong narrative into the society. Okay, in the case of Daniel, for instance, although there was a post I saw where someone was trying to back Stella up, to defend Stella. The person was saying that the reason why Stella was pushing for the divorce then was because Daniel had already gone and he didn't come back for over a year, and then she pushed for it, and because he didn't respond, she rested. When she rested, when she rested, um, the guy now went ahead to publish to work on the divorce, and then he published it online. That now this person, I don't know how close they are to the family, but
Okay.
what I know is that, most times it is what we see outside that we judge on. We're not in that family.
Mhm.
But from the onset, men keep quiet a lot, and a lot of them are dying in silence. You see, so many families, broken home, that when the woman finishes talking, you will be like, it will seem as if you should carry a cutlass and behead the man. But if you can take your time to look through what is happening, that man has endured a lot. Stop that. That man has endured a lot. And before, men don't speak out, Sha, but I would encourage our men to speak out. Because
Uh,
most times our own narrative is what we push forward. And then because we like to gather pity party,
mhm.
um, men don't get justice. Men don't get, in most cases, men don't get justice.
All right.
Because
Thank.
I will use myself as an example. If me and my husband has a quarrel, if I finish talking, hey, you will shoot my husband. But I know within me that I am the Pepe.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's go into the comments now. Because of my time, I don't know what is worrying this stream yard today. Maybe I have to switch it, but let me see if we can manage it.
I'm here, sir.
Let's go into the comments and see what people are saying. Tosi, don't worry. You guys just stay back there. Just moderate. Uh, okay. Where are they?
Can we continue?
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at. I want to see where to pick it up. Sister Chiye added to the previous conversation. Uh, okay. Sister Chiye really dropped a lot comment to do. Okay. All right. Let's start from here. Sister Chiye, I'm trying to find that comment you draw my attention to. I didn't see it. Maybe if we have the timestamp. All right. Simbi, over to you. Let's go on. So when I spoke about
Okay.
when I say people should be
Oh,
careful what they do around babies, I think my sisters and some of my brothers that live in the Western world, they attest to that. So those are the first set of comments. Let's go, Simi.
okay, so Ma'am Sarah is saying, my children recall some events that happened at age 3.
Absolutely. Next one from Bless.
Blessed. Okay, Blessed is saying, not only American children, but all children remember what happened to them when they were young.
Even me. I think I told you guys here the first time I saw GAY in action, man with the summer another man bum bum. I think I was like I saw that shit around 1981 to 82. Okay.
Hmm.
And I was just like maybe around 5 years old of before going to five at that time. That's when I
Oh,
witnessed that bullshit. Yeah. Think around is it from 1980? I just know it's between 1980 and 1981. So sometimes you can remember some of this. I didn't know what I saw at that time, but when I grew up, I even forgot about it completely. Self now after I don't reach US, when I consider it a big deal, my my mind went all the way back to what I saw. I'm like, God damn
flashback.
it. This still remind me of this nonsense. And the man still there. Now, pastor, make a no mention in church. Make una no say I dey
Oh
drag
my
church. The
God.
pastor, he still dey wear long chain. Oh, even in yellow before he use cream himself because yellow, but he don't old now. And he's married with children. Oh. So
Gross.
children remembers. Let's go to Adan now. What did Adana say?
Okay. Sadana is saying, I have an uncle who had 2 very bad kids and remarried. The new wife tried to help with the kids. They were so bad. The dad even started feeling somehow like she's abusing them.
Okay.
Okay, that continue.
Next one.
So she said, so you took your son all the way to America without the mother's approval, and now you want to point fingers at your new wife for abusing your
Hmm.
son. This man is a crowd chaser.
Adana, we're gonna have this conversation. I don't think he's chasing cloud too. I think
Okay.
he's just trying to save his head. I smell trouble is coming. Wahala they come. Wahala they come. I think bro just wanted to be safe. But I don't think he's chasing cloud. Yeah, Stella, he lives with Stella. So if he says Stella do this, do that, it's up to Stella to say this thing no happen. So I don't know. Read next one, please.
Okay, the next one is saying, okay, from Sister Chinye. Uncle
Yeah.
Benno, you are absolutely right. I even remember things that happened in my childhood up to 4 years old.
Okay.
Clearly, and not stories that. Oh, Uncle Ben.
It's gone.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
finish.
it's gone. And not
Clearly,
stories that were narrated to me.
absolutely. All right. Sister Yinka is replying to Adama and said, I'm glad she
Okay.
did.
I'm glad she did. There is nothing she could have done. Sometimes it's best to just walk out of such union.
Yeah, next one. From
Okay. Stadana is saying, Abi, the man is broke now and looking for where to put his frustration. Marriage no work. Stella has gone. Oga didn't you remarry? Why are you ranting now?
Okay, okay. She has a point too. I think Adana has a very, very good point. But I don't know. Adana, if you are still watching, what do you think led to the reason why the man just have this sudden outburst now? Because I don't think nothing is in the public domain that we can say, okay, this is the reason why the man came out to start shalaye. So Adana, if you can help us with your take on that. Why do you think a man who has been quiet all this while just suddenly came out and say, F it, this is what really went down. So that's just what I'm concerned about. Next one.
Okay, so Mam Sarah is saying he was a rat as well. He wasn't innocent in all of this, but I'm glad Doris got her child back. I can imagine the trauma that boy now has to deal with.
Yeah. See, let me just quickly say this regarding this taking the boy away from his mom. I don't know for other people, but based on my own experience and what I've seen, when you take a child away from their biological mother, the way they did it, those women, they are not okay mostly. So sisters, you can tell me if I'm wrong. But for those one that I've seen, because back in Nigeria, this situation is rampant, it's common. A man will divorce a woman and they won't even allow the woman to carry her children. Some men will even come, they'll carry all their 3 children, carry 3, 4 children, say, no way, I divorce you, I'm taking my children. And I've seen those women every day. The way at the point it go be like say that they get mental issue. People really don't understand the bond between a mom and her kids. Don't do it. America might be a place that you look at and say, oh, America, they own too much, they won't do this, they won't do that. But listen, America don't joke with stuff like this. That's why if you end up in divorce, if the woman is okay, she doesn't have any bad record or something, the America will always give the children to the mom. So I think they did that. Doris, I think they did her dirty. How would you take a child? How old was that boy? Is he 6 or 7 years old then? Did anybody have that information? I don't know. But how would you take a child, a boy for that matter, away from?
He was 3 years old, sir.
The boy
He
was
was
3
3 years. Yes, when they took him from Doris, he was 3 years old.
Blood of Jesus. So, Adana, don't even defend this Stella. This Stella is a terrible person too. I'm sorry to say. How could you? You want to claim you are Mother Mary now that I take care of the boy. He's our son. I take care of our son. Auntie, forget that crap. Eh? Thank you, Sheyi. Olusheyi Lawa, my sister. How are you? How? She enabled the man to do that. Look, let me tell you. Before a man will say, I'm taking my children from their mom, one woman is behind it. Either 1, 2, or 3 women, they are behind it. If you see any man that got divorced and say, I'm going to take my children, either their mama don't volunteer and say, go collect the children, I go watch them for you. Or they have a sister, or they have a girlfriend, or they have another wife that say, collect them, I will take care of the children. No mind her. That's why they make man. After all, now your son, now you get picking. Guys, this is terrible. That's why yesterday I was saying it that Stella is just trying to, she's an actor. She's an actor. So forget whatever she's saying. She has 2 children, right? Stella has 2 children for Mr. Bodurin. Can she stand somebody taking her own child away from her? Let's just call what it, let's call a spade a spade. I know sisters, some sisters may not like this conversation, but it is what it is. Stella herself, if they take her own children away from her, how would she feel? And now, yes, ma'am.
She has 2 children for Bodurin. I think she has 1 for him because she has 3 daughters in all. So why didn't she drop her own daughter when she was going? So that this new wife will help her take care of her daughter.
I see. Bflex is saying he was way younger than that, sir. Me, I don't know. Look, this one a woman matter, no one put mouth. But make una just tell me as women now. Yes, ma'am.
I think the man should take the bigger blame here because why there's this thing, you divorce a woman. So you think because you are with a new woman now, that other woman is qualified to take care of the child. Why didn't you leave the child with the mother?
Simbi.
What makes you? She's alive. It's an insult.
Simbi.
No.
She's alive. Nothing happened to her.
Simbi, listen, it's like you're not following what I'm saying, no, Simbi. I just told you right now, I'm a man. As I did like this, may God not let us see. If I divorce, I would prefer me my children there with my wife. You know why?
That's what I'm saying, sir.
Listen now, you're not getting me yet. I would rather allow my children to stay with my wife. You know why I would take that choice? Not because I say I'll be good man, not because I no get person who go watch the children. And it's way cheaper and easier. Me, I think go flex everything for her to have the children. But if not places like Nigeria, this is abroad. There's no way I can even get the children anyway. If not places like Nigeria, what we do in Nigeria, what I've seen men do, you go take the children from the parent. That's why a lot of men in Nigeria, they don't pay child support. They don't help any woman at all. Because give me my children. If you don't say you cannot take care of the children, give me my children. Some of them, because the women will not allow them to, because the women will not allow them to.
Yes.
Hello. Yes.
It's Namtari on the line. Namtari, how are you?
Hello.
Fine, 2 days. Please do me a favor, eh? Yeah. Send me your CV. I have WhatsApp on this number.
Uncle Ben, please mute Mr. Dan.
I am muting everybody now. Say, okay, I think that is coming from Mr. Dayo. Anyway, let us move on. My own thing is this. Both of them are wrong. That's what I even said yesterday when I was my brother MOP show. Both of them, they are wrong. Nobody should try to defend Stella or defend the man. The fact that they can both start cheating behind Doris and they end up, after he divorced Doris, Stella and him, they can both agree to take that boy away from Doris. Forget them. Nothing where they fit talk, where he enter my ear. That's just my own thing. I may be wrong, but that's me. Now that they took that boy away from the woman, and I think Doris, Stella is a mom. She definitely want to raise the boy the way she raised her own children. So maybe the boy do mistake here and there. You tap and pa. Stop, don't do that. And boys can be stubborn too. You know, children throw tantrum. And like I said again, here in abroad is different. My children throw tantrum almost every night. They follow me, they argue. Some of the things that your children will follow you drag in this America, even in Nigeria, they can't slap where you go wipe them, eh? They don't go try them again. But they don't care. They do that all the time. They get under your skin. So, I don't see any justification to even defend Stella herself. They both did wrong. And that is why I think karma is hitting them deeply now. Let's continue to take the comment real quick so that when I go leave, we go don't cover a lot. Bless said,
Bless said, keep quiet or else your $3 million. Otilo.
Yes, so I think that's when I say Stella should just wash it. This is abroad though. If this man especially get evidence, like he said, and I know this kind of person, if he do him, if he take picture, all those times when the boy get maybe one small mark or something, he can take the picture. You can see when he's from his write up, he's giving her huge warning. Ma try here. To pass some story me last song, money receipt. I come with notes. That's what he said. People like this is not his first rodeo. He has been divorced before. He has gone through all this shit. So he already know once marriage is not working, he already know what he should be watching out for, what he should do. And well, next one, please.
The next one is saying, Sister Yinka is saying, having to be taken away from his mother unexpectedly must have taken a toll on that young man.
Absolutely. Look, it takes the grace of God and divine grace for you to see a woman that will raise another woman child like her own. No, they lie to ourselves. You can only try. But it takes divine grace for another woman to raise another woman's child. Like if the pikin na his own. Like. No. In this type of marriage, where not even last, where we say they don't get issue. When this man, maybe this man don't go cheat or whatever, we don't know the story. If anything happen, who do you think the woman will take it out on? I beg, I not live in that marriage, but we see these things happen all the time. Only women will get grace. Now then they raise another woman picking. When they go raise them well. When you go, even you go say, oh my God. Oh, easy. The same thing goes to men. When you see a man step in, oh, I step in, I want to be the dad. When I marry her, she got 3 kids, she got 2 kids, and I was the dad. Egbon is a dad, is playing the role and everything. But if to see a man that will play that role perfectly, it takes grace. It takes special kinds of men. So, what are we saying? Next one, Gary.
The next one from Sister Yinka. Doris never had a chance to move on all these years because her son was stolen from her. She was broken. It's just unfair.
That's it. All right. Next one.
Sister Adana is saying, Bro Ben, he's having issues because they took him away from his mother and it affected him mentally and not really any abuse from Stella.
I agree. My sister Adana, I agree. But this is America. I have this conversation at work almost every week with my staff. I always tell my staff, like, hey, look, this is America. Do this job the way you were trained to do it. If you are gas, Americans are good at one thing. They look for somebody to blame for it. Thank God. Adana, nurse practitioner, you are in this field now. You know what's up. In America, when something goes wrong, somebody must be responsible. And for those of us who are blacks, please, I take God beg you, your children must not have any reason to go and talk to a therapist. As either a minor or a teenager. Let me just pick this call. The studio phone is not here now, but let me pick this call because I think Lara got my direct number. Hey, Lara, how you doing?
Very well, Uncle. Good evening. Yeah. Earlier on, when you mentioned about cheating, about Stella Damasus and cheating, well, this is not the first or second time she has been doing it. Even when her late husband was alive, she was doing it. She was cheating, and that was why his family they didn't really like her because of this her waywardness.
Right.
And when I mentioned something in one of your comment that Stella, she's very manipulative, very, very manipulative and very calculative.
Well, why did you say that?
Yes, because it's obvious, Uncle. And why do you think she went home last year with her kids after for Jai's 20 years remembrance?
Yeah, she's supposed to be there.
Because of that money that the man saved for the children.
Yeah, I have no problem with her going to remembrance with her children. That's her first love. The man passed away, so there is nothing wrong with that at all. It's just that in this case, for me, how she can get that kind of mind to encourage the man to snatch another picking from. Well,
yeah, to me, I don't think I think they were on it. I think they both planned it together.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right.
Yeah, they both planned it together, and it's obvious that both of them they've been in a relationship, even when he was still with Doris.
Absolutely, that's what.
And Uncle, don't be surprised. Our marriage to Daniel, that was our third marriage.
Stella's marriage.
Yes, that was our third marriage. Yes.
Okay, after Abodurin, did she marry anyone else?
Yeah, she married one Igbo guy like that.
Oh. Well, she be fine girl. Like I said on yesterday's show, when you are a beautiful woman, you need to be prayerful. Your beauty will attract all kinds of Mugupaks. Anyway, thank you for talking to me, Lara. Let's get through this comment. But thank you. I appreciate your take, Mama. God bless you. Yeah. All right, Simbi, let's run through this comment. More comments are coming in.
Okay. So Sister Chinye is saying he better not blame Jack on anyone. He caused it once he snatched that boy from his mom for another woman to take care of.
All right. So everyone watching right now, do you think Stella doesn't have a role to play in that in taking that boy away from her mom, from his mom rather? Because what I learned was that they were even fighting at that time. At that time that this guy is taking the boy away. I think Doris was even outspoken then. It's like they have some kind of bad buzz going on or something. Please, the man made huge mistake, terrible mistake. He made terrible mistake. But at the same time, I still believe strongly the reason he was so confident to take that child away from his mom is because Stella offered that, don't worry, we are married now. It's your son, is my baby too. I will take care of him. Go get him. This is Nigeria. You don't want to leave your child in Nigeria. We are relocating. Let's take the boy with us. No, I'm just thinking, I'm not in their marriage. All right, next one.
The next one, Sister Chinye is saying men should speak up to the right people, not to the court of public opinion on social media. Get something off your chest to a counselor or a therapist.
All right. Okay, now let's come back to the latest comment. The question we have going on is, should men speak out after divorce? So, all right, B-Flex say, if needs be, please do. But if the circumstances does not really warrant it, just heal and move on. Absolutely, I agree with that 100%. Oh boy, comment it, Bogon. Sister Chinye and everybody.
Let's read them all.
Oh yeah, let's go. Me, are they go?
Okay,
Are they
Sister
go?
Chinye is replying to Sarah.
Okay.
She said he's exposing his son in attempt to shame Stella. He might feel like he's showing her pepper, but he's messing up his son. I agree with that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. If we have to look at it another way round, the right thing I think the man should have done, if we want to go by what Sister Chinye is saying right now, is to have sent a cease and desist letter to Stella from his lawyer. Say, hey, stop talking, yo. Stop talking. You continue talking, I'm going to take this thing up. But then, I blame Una for this one, self. I blame internet people. I blame women for this, because when Stella is talking, you people are the ones saying, "Go, Stella!" And Stella was talking at that time when feminism was at the peak. You people are saying, "Yes, these men, they are scum. These men, they are terrible men. Go, Stella! He did this. He did that. Hey, see what he has done, though." And again, Nigeria, we worship our celebrity like a cult. Celebrity can never do no wrong. So far, woman and celebrity or man and celebrity, nah. If your Edoche can move from 1 million followers to almost 4 million followers after everything that happened, that should tell you a lot about Nigeria and how we move. Anyway, we got to round up gradually, but let's still take some more comments. How about this comment from Blessed?
Okay, so she's saying men should only speak up when the woman comes out to speak ill of him. But if the woman keeps quiet, he should, and everyone go their separate way.
All right, please hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Let's make it make sense, guys. Let's take this one from Eyitayo. How are you doing,
Sharon?
Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Yeah.
So, Sister Sharon is saying, don't let us forget the fact that Stella and Doris were friends before Stella snatched him. Stella is something else with her innocent look she displays on IG. Oh my God.
Okay. The next one from Sister Chinye.
Sister Chinye is saying she hasn't been talking. I haven't seen her speak ill of Daniel. So the size and the deceased has nothing to do with nothing here.
So, Sister Chinye, are you saying, even though Stella is not on social media talking about it, are you saying she's not talking about it behind closed doors to include friends and close circles, or what they call it? Is that what you're saying, Sister Chinye? That she has not been talking? Me, I can bet. Oh, Sissy no there. Now, Sissy, I like to bet with. I can bet 1 cup of NSC. Stella triggered this man, allegedly. Allegedly, I can bet 1 cup of energy say she triggered him. Now, woman will be, know how they do nothing. And remember, they said this man has remarried too. So definitely, maybe whatever is going on behind closed door is affecting his new marriage now. I don't want to make marriage crash again, because it looks like Mr. Ademilokon, he's balling, he's enjoying his marriage. So, Sister Chinye, come and tell me, do you think nothing happens? Stella is just an angel. The man was just moving mad. I don't think so. All right, next one, Simbi.
Okay, so the next one from Blessed. She had a role to play because he must have discussed it with her. And as a wife, she will agree.
All right. Next one from Bflex.
Bflex, hi. Bflex is saying, even seeing the mother's several pleas and efforts over the years, she didn't have pity and reconsider returning / advising Ade to return the boy. It was like a deliberate torment from their end.
I agree with that one 100%. See, Sister Marriott is hiding in this chat. When did Sister Marriott came? Well,
Uncle Ben, she has been here now. How did you miss
Sister Marriott? I'm just seeing her now, or maybe because there are a lot of chats here. Oh yeah, let's take this one from Sister Marriott.
Sister Marriott is saying, hi, Sister Marriott. A man did this to my mom's best friend. She found them after 10 years on Facebook. That woman never recovered. What they did is evil.
Honestly, look, people, when it comes to children, for me, make I speak about my African and Nigerian people the way I know it. You see, we African and Nigerian people, we love children differently. Honestly speaking, we love children differently. We may not be doing PDA with our children. Okay, we know if we do PDA with our children. Okay, show of affection, public display of affection to our children, like many people, but we love our kids dearly, and it runs deep. If you want to see how crazy a woman can be,
take a child from her.
Take a child from her? No, that one, even taking a child, that one far. If you want to see how crazy a woman can be, slap her pikin for her front. Just say, hey, this pikin, he pour me water, slap. Hot one, no. If not the Nigerian women where I know, where me I from, grow up. Oh, love me.
Well, Uncle Ben, back in the day, as a neighbor, if you see your neighbor's kid doing something wrong, you can punish that child a little bit, and nobody will cry.
Is it different? This one. Hey, not to now talk of somebody where we say he get one pikin. That one pikin can't be boy. I'm not saying girls are behind, no. But in African context, the way life did that time, person get one pikin, the pikin can't be boy. You can't still snatch the boy for a hand. Are you kidding me? Anyway, take this comment, Mama.
Okay, so Ma'am Sarah is saying, reminds me of a story. He filed for divorce thinking he would leave her with the kids. She left him with all the three and moved to Nigeria. Tables turned just like that.
Oh, I hear that story, or maybe not that one. He got one wake up cry for social media. Say wife leave children with her, he go Nigeria. All right. Hey, Sharish Olivia, where have you been? I just see your comment now, Seb. All right, take this one from Sister Sharish.
Okay, Ma'am Sharish is saying, Stella was so wicked to her fellow woman. Why did she not leave the kids with her husband's family when the husband passed? Oh, stray bullet.
Hey. Okay, I'm blessed. What's blessed saying here?
Blessed is saying she had a role to play because she must have discussed it with her. And as a wife, okay, we've read this one before, boss. Why are you repeating it?
Yeah. Okay, take this one from Bflex.
Okay, Bflex is saying, no, boss, it's not as if they were relocating. Daniel is a US citizen. Doris also had their baby in US, but she wasn't a citizen then. So automatically, the boy is a citizen. Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Okay, Sister Chinye says Stella is not an angel. All right. Okay, Sister Chinye. Okay, you are still my paddy. We for fight before, you are still my paddy. Samara saying Syria
husband and wife.
Not be my mouth, so
I think there was something that she wanted to add to this.
I beg go, not be me talk amo. Now Sister Maria talk amo. May my sisters not come begin, they punch me now. Say, Uncle Ben, why did you say that?
Uncle Ben, you're not safe. You're not wearing your hat, so no, you're not
I'm safe. When you see my papa just go like this, may you know now this safe pass. All right, take this one and then we can start wrapping it up. Take this one.
Sister Chinye is saying, if that's the case, that he should have said what he said to those people and not out here on social media.
All right. So we're gonna bring a documentary back to you guys. You know, we have our Twin Tade with the new segment we've just added to our show, and that is Stories That Touch. So Twin Tade gonna get us another documentary on this, just to remind people what Doris was feeling. Doris Simon, right? So we have that series coming. Maybe today or tomorrow we will publish it. Please watch it, enjoy it. So Tintade gonna walk us through, in Doris' words, what Doris said exactly about how she felt and how exactly her baby was taken away with her. So we're gonna have that documentary, and maybe tomorrow we'll continue our conversation. Unfortunately, I have to go. I took my vehicle to Safe Light. They have to replace the windshield, and I don't want that vehicle to stay there overnight. So I have to go get my vehicle now. But before we leave, let us answer this question deeply now. Hey, Joe, Knowing everything we know now, let us answer this question. Let me take this from Sister Chinye before we answer this question. Simbi, read this one real quick.
Okay, so Sister Chinye is saying Stella's role in the decision to snatch that boy to me is insignificant.
No.
He's wicked and I'm sorry?
No. Sister Chinye, no. Okay. Read everything first. Sister Chinye won't trigger.
Continue, sir.
All right.
He's wicked and decided to punish his ex. Stella's sweet nothings means nothing to me. As a fellow woman, she gets mine though.
Okay.
I can't end down with Fiji.
Sister Chinye, Stella's role is key. Look, me, I'll continue to talk my own for those who 1 year, especially if you're in a place like Nigeria. A man will not come and take your baby if you don't get guarantee say somebody will look after that baby. Especially in a place like America, where you can live. You know, in Nigeria, you feel live picking for house or live picking with neighbor, may you go, may you come. Stella play huge role. Well, very soon. Waiting the cook warehouse take born, we go hear them. Stella play huge role. Okay, let me put this question to you, my sisters. Thank God Okudayo is still here. Here is a question to all of you sisters now. Let's paint a scenario here. If you and I were dating and I'm divorcing my wife, after I've promised you I'm going to marry you, and I have a son with my wife that I divorced, and I said, baby, we're going to relocate to the United States. We're going to, I'm an American citizen. We are going to go to America. But the way my ex is moving, I don't want my son to be in Nigeria. I want to take my son along with me. What do you think? So, ladies, men, tell me, if man tell you, say, he won't collect his son from his ex-wife, and me and you won't go to America, what will be your decision? Sister Chinye, lead this charge. What will be your decision? As a woman, all my sisters, when they watch now, make una tell us. What would be your... A man said, I'm taking my son from my ex. The only child where the woman get. And we are going to US. When, you know what I'm saying? When you take picking from a woman, and the woman can easily come around and see that child. Even if not to walk around and see the pikin they play for outside. It's a different ball game. Compared to you take the picking completely. The woman no see him. Last year, one lady reached out to me in Nigeria. One beautiful lady be like that. The husband married another woman and they relocate to Canada. And the man took her 2 children away to Canada. That sister was not okay. She was just, she not dey okay. Who fit take her? Una be woman. Make una educate me. A man tells you, I just divorced my wife. I'm moving to the US and I want to take my son with me. And me and you, we marry. We are both moving to US. What will be your response? Let's look at that. Or maybe make I bring that as topic tomorrow. Maybe we'll dissect them together. Simbi, let's take some comment here.
Okay, so Sister Chinye is saying,
let's start with Sister Marriott real quick.
Sister Marriott is saying the man I talked about did not have a woman. He migrated to the US and stole them from boarding school. I'm sorry. I almost choked.
Marriott. All right, the next one.
Yeah, so Sister Chinye is saying, even if he has guarantee, he's wicked to even want to make that decision. As the biological father of that child, he's wicked to even want to make that decision as the biological father of that child. I don't agree with Stella being in support. I will put more of the blame on him. Yes, now it's supposed to have
I agree. The blame is on him, but Stella is an enabler. If you not enable the man no go do him. Seriously, look, most men that divorce their wives and remarries, and they continue to have issue with their ex, or they have great relationship with their ex, it boils down to the new woman when they put for house. Do you agree with that, Uncle Dayo? I don't know whether you get what I'm saying now. I just wanted to close. Hello, Uncle Dayo.
Uncle Beno.
Yes, sir.
I'm here. Yes, sir. See, two things I quickly want to say here. Number one, Stella was the enabler. And the reason why Stella does it was because let's not forget the genesis of this whole matter. Stella was allegedly said to have snatched him from Doris. If you are a woman, allegedly knowing that you snatched your best friend's husband, will you still want them to have anything in common? Will you still want anything that will link them together? Our safe place is to cut anything that may link Doris and her husband, to cut it off. And the only thing that can link them is that child. So Stella would have supported the man to take away that child, so that Doris will not have any reason to be calling him for maybe upkeep or for this or for that, because she knew that if that still goes on, Doris may still win him back, and that would not be a big disgrace to her. So I believe Stella is much more at fault here. She purposely did it so that she can cut off whatever may have wanted to happen between Doris and the ex-husband. So to me, that is my take. And number two, Sister Shie said something. She said that the man should speak out, but not to the public space. The question is, if somebody brings your matter to the public space and you're busy speaking in the background, not to the public, you are not making any sense, because public will still be judging you. So the man coming out to the public space to speak was because the wife has already brought the matter to the public court. So that's my take on that. Thank you.
Mr. Dayo.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. But I have a question. I don't know.
Please go ahead.
People always say things like she snatched him. That's a human being, not a candy. I kind of feel like there's no such thing as snatch. You should put it the right way.
Let me be honest with you.
He betrayed his wife. He left her. He chose Stella over Doris.
Either way it is. Let us put the scenario like this. You happen to marry your best friend ex. Allegedly, I'm just saying this like a scenario now. You manage to marry your best friend ex. Will you still like your best friend to still be around your new husband? It's a question.
No, first of all, I'm not going to marry.
No. I'm not saying you will. I'm not. But if you find yourself in such a situation, I'm just trying to make a scenario for you now. So that's exactly what's happening. She knows that
they have a child together.
Do you know why? See, Yoruba people normally say, that is, person when you cut person head, you know, go like you to play with that guy upon his head. Somebody will know the way and manner the thing came about. Whether the man went for her or she went for the man, the fact is that she married her best friend ex. She will never want a drama that will now ridicule her in public. So she will not want that our best friend to come back and snatch the man again from her. So that's the scenario that's not playing there.
The truth is,
Cindy, let Uncle Dayo round up because of the echo, so we can begin round up here. Uncle Dayo.
Yes, sir. What I'm trying to say here is that whatever it is, Stella is an enabler in this situation. No woman will want to give out a 3-year-old child, no matter what. And then even by law, the child is supposed to stay with the mother up to a particular age that the child can be said to be okay to be able to live. But in this case now, for the man to be able to have successfully snatch away his son from the ex-wife, the present wife is very, very culpable in it. It's a fact. No matter how we look at it, the new wife is the one that is enabling him to do it. Because even the court, I didn't mean that the matter went to court. They will ask the man who will take care of the child. Say, my new wife will take care of him. So definitely they have discussed it, and she's an enabler in this. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Uncle Dayo. Simbi, you want to respond to that briefly? Hello, Simbi.
Sir?
Yeah, you want to respond?
Here,
you want to respond to that briefly?
No, sir. don't have anything to say.
Okay, because I hear una two they go back and forth, but Uncle Dayo network the echo, so you know can't let us they hear you well. Anyway, thank you, Uncle Dayo, for your take. Please, sisters, we are not saying this because of his man versus women. We are discussing this from the angle of couples whose marriage has broke off. What they do. That man was wrong to have taken that boy away. But at the same time, the reason he do it, he will tell you, oh, I'm an American citizen. I don't want my son to suffer. That's why I'm taking him. I can't have my son to grow up in a place like Nigeria. But then there are right ways to do it. So the way he went about it is completely wrong. But what and I think what Uncle Dayo is saying is, look, there is somebody who is enabling him. We live in this America. Can he take that boy to America without Stella agreeing that she's going to look after that boy? Stella herself, would she allow somebody to take her own child away? Now, where me, I want to make they look at this thing from that. He enables him. He made wrong decision. I agree with Sister Chi 100% on that one. That was a bad decision. That is all shades of wickedness. And we all agree here on this show, when you snatch children away from women, it's like you throw them punch. A lot of women don't. Women go tell you, say, which one? Say, Omoniku, how your body talk that proverb? Omoniku sonju, omeni sonulo. Imagine living, and you know your son is somewhere, you can't even talk to him, you can't do anything. And like Uncle Dayo said, according to what everybody have said, these Doris and Stella, they used to be friends. And you're being now women now go they support waiting no go. If we try to call them out, now go still blame us again. They are friends. Look at the woman. This one not be beautiful woman. So even the bro self that issue. Still fine woman.
Ben, did the man not know that they are friends before he agreed to be with Stella? Both of them are wrong. Nobody should come with.
That's the point now. They are all wrong. It's all shades of wrong. That's why yesterday we were talking about karma. You be like saying that karma and I still won't come buy them. So, well, let me just read through this comment fast, and we'll be out of here. Oh yeah, Simbi, quick.
Okay, Sister Cherish is saying, I will tell him I will not raise another woman's child. No, never. Yeah. With
Period.
3 punctuation marks. Okay, so Sister Marius is saying, every day you people cuddle men. Men are never totally responsible for their actions. Grown people. Now what to now? That's pigeon. Tough one.
Sister Marriott, this one not be cuddling now. We've already said this guy did wrong. He was in the wrong. The argument is that some people want to see it like, oh, Stella is this decent, angelic woman. This man is moving mad right now. He want to spoil her image. That's why we are dissecting what we think might have gone wrong. Next one from Blessed.
Okay, Blessed is saying Stella's insignificant. Okay, Stella is insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
Husband and wife go don't discuss before you come collect the child.
Exactly. Thank you. Sister Chinye said,
Sister
my
decision will.
Are you reading? Okay, let me just read.
I was reading.
All right. My decision will be no, and I will discourage him. He can still be coconut head about it. Absolutely. But as men, when we know that you are not supporting our decision to snatch a kid away from his mom, we go rethink. We'll have a rethink. So, but all these men will be 6 foot. It be like saying, once women find them like this, everything like yes, baby, oh, he's handsome. So sometimes when agenda know they process things like we're not supposed to process them. Blessed, especially when the love is still sweet, the wife go agree sharply. Exactly, that's what I was just saying now. GSA Marriott.
Okay.
Exactly. I know why I'm hammering on what I'm saying. I know, Sister Chinye, but you are not agreeing to some of the things we are also saying here, man. Luke said, them no go agree with you, boss, until thing happen to them. Mario said, a man made a decision. All I can do is disagree. Will he change his mind because of my opinion? Your opinion goes a long way, my sister, especially in situations like this. In situations like this, your opinion really matters. It goes a long way. He might still go ahead and do what he wants to do. But now he already knows that you, as the woman, that he was riding on your support in order to snatch that baby away. You already spoke your mind that, hey, babe, this is not right. I don't think taking this boy away from his mother this way is not right. And somebody who is your best friend, probably a woman you knew is your best friend that was married to this man. You collect this man. No man, not tell me anything. This Stella collect her best friend, husband. He's still her picking.
Uncle Ben, the word collect is something I don't understand. He's a human being. They collect human being. It's not a piece of candy or a pack of cookie. He's a human being. She didn't collect anything. He chose to go with her. That's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as snatch or collect.
No.
That's what I'm saying, boss.
Simbi, no go that route. Any woman that sleeps with her best friend or her close friend's man, that woman a winch. Forget say, oh, this man, the man talk to her.
I'm not defending Stella.
Okay, so what are you not saying?
That's gross. I'm saying you cannot collect a man from another woman. That's what I'm saying. He chose to leave Doris for Stella. There's no such thing as collect, snatch. That's something I don't understand. We keep saying that thing and it makes me feel a certain kind of way. Yes.
Simbi, hold on. Let me ask you this. You have a close friend, a very close friend of yours. You share everything together and people know you are close friends. Your close friend now get married to a man who is handsome, he's doing well, a movie producer and all that. And because you guys are always in close proximity, the man is also making passes at you. What will be your decision? Will you accept him or reject his advice?
Not pay him any attention.
Okay.
I'm not going to pay you any attention. I'm going to put myself in that woman's shoe. If I were her, I would be upset.
Okay. Now, a woman that go ahead and pay the man attention, agree with the advances, sleeping with the man, knowing fully well that this man is married to your friend, and you are sleeping with him, and he get to a
She's a traitor, a betrayer.
Definitely,
I don't like the word collect or snatch, sir. That's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as snatch.
You will like it, Simbi. You will like it. You will accept it. You people are snatching your fellow women mind. When
Uncle Beno, please, can I say something, please?
Simbi, hey, welcome, Baba. Simbi, give me a declare. Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead, Uncle Dio.
Okay. Simbi, see, you don't like the word snatch or collect, but will you like the word take over?
Take over as what? I don't know.
Will you like, do you want us to replace snatch and collect with take over? Say another woman don't take over.
The word is not snatch. The word is not collect. They are both traitors. They betrayed someone they claim to love. So yeah, that's the word I will go with. There's no such thing as take over. He's a full-grown adult, right?
She snatched her friend husband. Go. Simbi, and I they try to be gentleman today. I don't want any while. No stress me. We go bring that topic. Maybe we will take that topic. Do Baz Bush. Any woman.
I'll call Sissy.
Any woman. No, we go do it before Sissy go come for vacation.
I don't agree.
Any woman that accepts to sleep with her friend's husband she already have the intention of collecting that man. You can't tell me jack, because there are many women out there that no matter how you say you craze rich, you know they are your wise friend. You can't even open your mouth or try to even say you want to make an advance. What are we saying here? Any woman that your friend's husband, because you are a friend of that woman, that is why you have access to the husband. That is why you are in their close proximity and everything. And then the man is now stupid and dumb enough to start making advances at you. And your brain not tell you, say, no, this is wrong. And you say, hey, it's a temptation. And you just open paradise down. Una do it 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4 times. Behind your friend, you already have the intention to snatch that man, to collect
Uncle
the
Ben,
what?
there's something I do. I don't know if other ladies do it. No matter how close I am with a friend of mine, any friend of mine, I mean girlfriends, I will never have your husband's phone number registered on my phone. If you call me with your husband's number, as soon as I receive that call, I'm deleting it.
So why you make that decision?
I encourage my other female
decision.
friends.
Why Stella no make that decision? No,
she's a loose woman now, no offense. But now that's who she is, that's her personality. That has nothing to do with being snatched. A human being, they snatch human being, Uncle Ben.
They snatch human being. She snatched that man with intention. The two of them are both neat. And that's why come at the cash.
You don't want to leave the studio today. Oh. It seems
I'm leaving.
you will have a show on this one. Just
I'm leaving.
You and I, Uncle Ben. We'll do a series on this.
How you Gary? How you did? Thank you, my sister. Dr. Adama said, Uncle Beno, these are two grown adults who knows the difference between right and wrong. They are both responsible for their actions. I agree. I'm not disputing that at all. It's just simply that he's telling me that the woman did not snatch him. Now that one me, I don't want here. Any woman that agreed to lay with their friend's husband, friendship. If not say they're not there together, Doris is not her friend, they have nothing together. It's a completely different conversation. Absolutely different conversation. Then we put the entire blame on the man. But this one, kill and saw. It is not what you called love triangle, meaning at a point in Mr. Bishop or Daniel, at a point while he was married to Doris, he was sleeping with Doris and also sleeping with Stella. And the worst part is, Stella knew this man is sleeping with Doris. Him himself know he's sleeping with Doris and he's sleeping with Stella. So is that not a love triangle? And they are friends. I just tell you for women. The way they like to cover on a friend when or on a people when they fuck up is scary. We can blame man from now to tomorrow. A man will always make advances on women. It is the woman is in the right place to shut it down. Say, are you stupid? You are married to my friend and you are talking to me. You might have think less of me. We be men. We are men. Even right now, any woman that get to say this, if any man that is married to your friend by any chance is moving somehow around you, check yourself. Ask yourself first, am I sending this man any signal by any means? Did he think I'm a stupid woman? What kind of nonsense is this? Is it because Stella is a celebrity now? All of a sudden now, blame the man. But if now another person will not get named now, then we go say, she's a stupid woman. Why would she do that? So now it's okay. Now the man go do. Two people committed adultery. I've been on fornication. Which one they commit? Where that Bible verse that condemn this thing? Simbi, where did that Bible verse that condemn this?
Daniel committed adultery.
Who?
Stella. Daniel now.
Daniel committed adultery with Stella. Okay, wait till Stella can't commit with Daniel. I want you. You won't find trouble now, Simbi. Waiting, Stella coming with Daniel. Now fornication. Okay.
It's the same thing now. No, it's not fornication. Fornication are for singles.
Okay, Stella, oh, you see, you don't tie yourself for leg now. So he committed with Stella. Then Stella commit fornication with him. Simbi
No,
would
I said no, Uncle Ben. She did it with a married man, right? So yeah, that's adultery.
no stress me. You just won't stress me out. Women, una with accountability, no, they stay for the same room. Una no, they follow accountability stay. Eh? Hey, Simbi. It is stressing me now. I need water. Need water. Maybe we cast our vote. More commodity. You don't over stress me. Eh? Me where I just manage my
No,
temper.
Uncle Ben, this discussion never ends.
Otiendo. Sharon said, "Na snatching world we live in now."
One
One
lucky babe just snatched my bestie husband last night. Now the matter we still dey settle. Oh.
Somebody push Sharon for timeout. Oh my God. Sister Chiye say drop link. I don't find trouble now. Sister Chiye, Sister Chiye, you won't go argue. You won't go
Uncle
argue.
Ben, drop the link, please. Drop it, sir.
I go leave you for studio here. If I call by me, Sister Chiye, that's
I'm
the link
good.
anyway. Make I see where the MOP drop. Where MOP comment them. MOP say Jesus. Stella is loose. I don't
What's the
tire.
question mark behind this?
Tosi said Stella is manipulative and obviously came for him. I don't see the rest. Simbi read them.
Via his weakness. Women are blessed with the ability to scheme their way into a man's heart if they really want to. Nevertheless, Daniel is too shameless.
Tosi, how do you want your Hennessy?
Tosi, what are you trying to do? Trying to get in a good book of Uncle Ben. Well done.
Blessed definition of snatch. An act of snatching or quickly seizing something.
Thank you. Hashtag snatcher.
Then Bless said, snatch is a noun.
Snatch is a noun.
Can
So
be
human being can be snatched.
Mario say, so did he snatch his wife's friend?
That's a very good question.
Make I hear my sister Chinye. Sister Chinye enters you know, say, I don't go trigger my sister with that. Sister Chinye.
Good
Welcome, Sister
afternoon. Can you all hear me?
We can hear you, my sister. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It was like too much typing. I said, may I talk quick. So okay. So first of all, what I want to say is that Stella's behavior was very, very slimy. I have no respect for men or women that step out on their marriage. Be it when women step out and do their slimy thing, or men step out and do their slimy thing. And the part that is really, really disgusting is that the wife is friends with her. So that one makes it look really bad. But what I want to say, what is really, really irritating to me is this. Number one, I don't know what issues that Daniel was experiencing with his wife, and he started his cheating, or he was just doing long truths or jukoko or whatever, and was cheating outside. And the best choice he wanted to choose is his best friend. That's the
Yep.
choice he decided to choose. But my thing is, he's the one that is married. Yes, I already established that Stella is slimy to even be tricking eye and accept the advances. But as the one who is married to his wife, who has a vow, who has a commitment under God, he stepped out with his wife's best friend. He is disgusting as F. I'm going to put a lot of blame on his nyash. I'm not going to cut him any slack. I'm not going to say, oh, because she's a best friend, she should know better. Yes, she should know better, but he should know best. Like, of all the fine women out here, the person he decided to mess around with is the wife's best friend. He has no business in messing around in the first place. Now, coming to the whole situation with him taking that toddler, snatching that toddler away. Number one, he decided to move on with Stella, to leave the wife. So the wife is already dealing with the pain of my marriage has ended, and and the small consolation that she would have had with the only child that she has is the one that the man still took from her. The reason why, like, I know a personal story about this that I don't want to talk about, but the reason why I'm real, like, I feel very strongly about the way I feel about him. Yes, you could have the support, like, oh, Stella, like I said earlier in the comments, oh, Stella could be whispering her nonsense, sweet nothings, like, oh yeah, it's fine if you want to bring your son, I'll take good care of him, I'll be a good mother to him. Her agreeing to that in first place is really slimy. First of all, you are agreed to moving on with your friend's husband, and in addition to that, you are also okay with just, it's like in Igbo people would say, Abawaga cannot get everything. Like, basically somebody split your hand open and snatch everything from you. So Mawaga cannot get
interpretation. What do you mean interpretation?
Mawaga means like the conch way it sounds is like English will lighten it up a little bit, but it's like a way of like completely breaking your hand open by fire, by force, and snatching everything from you. Do you understand? So she basically, her agreeing to that is really disgusting. But he is the biological father of that child. He should know what's best for his son. At that age that is very tender, that he knows as a man, he knows how he as a man knows how he probably is attached to his mom. He as a man knows how his child needs the mother at that tender age. If he wants to bring the child on later on, completely understand, to give him an opportunity to be raised in America. I understand that. But at that moment, I believe strongly, out of the wickedness of that his nonsense heart, he decided to do that, to even be able to be discussing it with Stella, for Stella to agree. So Stella's agreement or enabling, I cannot place the majority of that blame on her. He carries it on that his nonsense head, because he decided to do that. So him here crying foul like, yeah, oh, you did abuse our child, blah 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 blah. All that thing could have been avoided if he did the things in the right order of things, as the man, as the head. But because you want to be very wicked, you want to show somebody pepper, in the process your child is dragged into it. And then in the name of showing the other woman pepper, since he's the pepper shower, in the process of wanting to show this other one pepper, now he drag his son outside again. So that's my own thing about this.
I agree with you absolutely, but I just don't want people to exonerate Stella. Like Stella, it wasn't part of this nonsense from the get-go.
Story out last year. The way this is somebody that I've met before, like when in the early 2000s, when the Nigerian stars came, we were so excited. We went, all of them, RMD, Stella, Zach Oji, they toured New York, Maryland, DC. We went. And I met her at that time. Her husband was still alive, and she was so kind and nice and sweet to children and stuff like that. And I had a lot of respect for her. But when this thing came out, the way they give on side eye, so there's no, like, anyone exonerating them. I think exonerating her is foolish. But y'all cannot put that blame on her from him snatching that toddler. He is evil, and she's evil too. But he's the main person, because that's like his biological child.
he should know what's best for his child, not what is best for his ego.
Thank you.
I'm coming from.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Chi. I know once you enter studio like this, the conversation don't go south somehow be that. And you enter studio finish, you can't take Igbo scatter everywhere.
Uncle Ben, Sister Tuye came to back me up. She said everything I said, so I don't know why you were fighting
to back you up. She didn't say anything about snatching or no snatching. My MOP they here anyway. Make I allow MOP speak before me and you go digger.
Welcome, sir.
MOP.
Hey, brother, how you doing? Oh
Just
my God. Yeah, I don't have questions. So I have questions. It looks like say I'm behind on this story, yo. At first, Simbi say Stella is loose. So I'm shocked. I need to know where that's coming from. Maybe I missed some part of the story. And then it looks like Chinye also just said something about stepped outside of the marriage. What part of the story is this? I missed something. Is this a new, fresh information?
No. I went back to review the whole thing because at the time I was going live yesterday, I only started from half of what the guy said. So after your show yesterday, you were reviewed those stuff yesterday. So after your show yesterday, I'm like, it's like I missed some part of this story. So then my girl Toasting blocked it again. Then she blocked the full thing this time around. So I now saw where the conversation started and everything. But then today's show is should men speak out after divorce? So I just brought the whole story back in order to ask our real fam if men should actually speak out after divorce. And then that is when it now spiral out of control. Where our sisters then say now only the man. I do that, and I was trying to say, hey, no. When it comes to snatching of this man as well as snatching that boy out of Doris' hand, Stella is not innocent. And at the end, now I can't begin see other stories. Say this Stella don't even marry somebody before even marry this guy. So now 3, and then this guy don't marry too. So by their scores now is 3 to 2. If we want to
wait, because she don't marry somebody before this guy, that's a crime.
No. A lot of things came out of the conversation today. Like today now I find out my sister Lara from UK was even giving me hint that this same Stella almost broke RMD's marriage. So we cover a lot of stuff today anyway. But basically what we are looking at is should men speak out after divorce or not? That is how we went down this rabbit hole.
Sister, show my face.
Like
Aye manika.
So Sister Chinye was like, no.
So which I go ask one more time because I know you're rushing. Which part of it say Stella is loose?
I don't know where they carry that one come now from. Then Simbi beside that here say he lose. Oh, Simbi, where the loose come from? Simbi.
Uncle Ben, you said we should be rational. We should not be in our emotions. We are talking now.
Okay.
And you guys are still misunderstanding us. Let me leave it for Sister Chinye. She's here.
Okay, me, I don't know about the lose.
Chinye was saying something. Chinye was saying something about she stepped out. Is there she stepped out of a marriage? I missed that part. I'm just trying to come up to speed.
No, sir. I was saying that the man stepped out of his marriage to mess with Stella.
Okay.
Oh, even that one, I don't really, because I always back him up on that one. Even that one is not confirmed. He left his marriage. He left before he got with Stella.
They were dating before the marriage crashed. They are friends, so that is the narrative they put out there. Who go come out and talk, say, he left the wife before. Now lie. They are dating before anything. Are they not friends?
No, according to Doris Simeon, her most recent interview, he left. He left that marriage. He left her. In fact, the accusation of cheating is more so speculations on Doris Simeon that she might have been cheating, but there's no confirmation of that anywhere too.
So,
so we need to go back. There are real interviews of these people on the internet of them talking. There are blog nonsense too, but there's actual them talking. And Doris Simeon herself, who everybody is backing, also has never said anywhere that the guy cheated with Stella. The only thing that the girl always complained about is that this guy, the same thing he's doing right now, he's a runaway husband. Basically, he will run away from you if you cause wahala.
MOP. If let's ask any woman here. Thank God, Sister Chinye is here. If your son is living with your husband that snatched it away from you, and the woman who used to be your friend who now marry your husband, and you still need connection with your son, will you say anything bad against either of them?
You mean like Portia Williams? Yes, I always spoke against that. It's not appropriate.
Not you. I mean, as women, I'm talking of women.
Yeah, like a friend. If his actual friend is wrong, yes.
A woman that they snatch in Peking, carry go US. So yes, sis. Go on.
Oh, he didn't mute. Yeah. So these things, there's a lot of speculation here, which is fine. I understand why people are backing up Doris Simeon. But as I just entered the show, they hear like it almost sounded like something was confirmed because I just come to the internet for the first time. And I'm like, wait, is there some kind of confirmed stories that I missed? And that's just my question. Where did we get this from? Now, for years, they've always said they blame Stella for everything. I can understand that because people can feel Doris Simeon's pain. But that she's loose? Where did this come from? Chi, are you there? Talk to me. She could be loose. She could be loose, but I don't know. We don't know. It's my point.
So I don't know about the loose thing. It didn't come from me, but because it was saying that it sounds like people are now assuming that that she has a streak, of doing stuff like that. Me, I don't know about that, but I was referring to the whole relationship that he had with Daniel. The word on the street has been that that they were messing with each other, and then he ended the marriage. Now, if that is inaccurate, I stand corrected. But that has been the word on the street all this.
No. For years, they've always said that, and I never tried to correct that because I don't know. But in recent, this story came up yesterday because this guy, you've said that properly. I heard you earlier on. He's the one that decided to drag his son yesterday. He decided that other story, if Stella cheated with him and ran away with child, is more or less more than a decade story. Everybody can say whatever they want on that one, But I was wondering if there's any kind of recent news that broke since the last 24 hours. Okay, because I was like,
Stella hasn't spoken, said Pim since she spoke with Teju. So that was why I was really confused with Boy coming out. But I'm suspecting that there are things going on behind the scenes. There are probably some things going on behind the scenes, and he got pissed and got triggered and decided to
which was Uncle Benno's point yesterday on my show. Yeah. That one is fine. I was just the loose one. I was like, Chie, not Chie, Simbi. Oh yeah, explain yourself. Where's the loose thing coming from?
Anyway,
Simbi don't want to talk anymore.
Anybody go there?
She said she don't want to be emotional. What did she mean by that? Talk to me. For 1 second, CB, can you tell me what did you mean by she's loose? You have any information we don't have?
I don't think she's the one that said it.
Any woman that can,
she said it.
have something to do with her best friend's husband, is she not loose?
Okay, all right. Let's conclude, Uncle Ben. I'm done. Look, I'm not going to shalaye this afternoon. I'm done.
Yeah, waiting for here.
I'm good. Real fam. Hello. Nobody.
People are talking. People are really talking. Anyway, this is just like one of the video I wanted to play before that I didn't play. This is Yeye Kudi, those that follow all those Yoruba people bloggers.
Ha.
I hope people are seeing. I'm sure you people are seeing the back and forth between Dan. It's not really back and forth. Daniel just said he was going to respond once to Stella Damasus. It was funny. Sincerely, if you ask me, if you ask me, it seems like many of us have forgotten what those people did to Doris. And you see, that's why people come out. They will just come and want to talk to us, forgetting that we are also human. As in, they brought it to us. Of course, they should expect reaction. They should expect response. They should expect the public to talk. Stella brought it to her. She didn't grant an interview to talk about it. Nobody's asking her any question. She chose to talk about it. Yeah, and so we have a right to also respond to her. What did those people did to Doris Simon? They eloped. Have you forgotten? That's why, they think we Africans, all these people, will come out and tell us something. They think that because, we are quick to forget stuff. That's why our politicians in Nigeria, they deal with us. They will deal with us for a few years. Towards the end of their tenure, they will come and give us rice and tomato. Then we'll go and vote for them. They will deal with us again. The moment we saw that thing, we shouldn't even, we should be giving it to the two of them. Daniel, what that guy did to Doris and Stella, for those that understand what they call karma, she got her karma. What she did, the ones that affected the life of that, I don't want to say ruin her career, many things. That lady Doris, they tried to put her into, the people comforted her, supported her. At first, the people were not believing her. They were saying that she's lying. Even this Stella told us then that it's a lie. She's not having anything to do with Daniel. They were enjoying their kolobi. They carried themselves, go America, go marry. And then they divorce each other now. Be whoever divorce who nonsense. And they're coming to tell us. The only thing is that, Daniel, when you knew that there was assault on the poor child you people eloped with, shattered the life of Doris, you were meant to report her to the government. I mean, the rights department, where she'll be dealt with. What are you coming to tell us? In fact, you are making us very angry. No wonder that lady Doris, she couldn't cope. She couldn't, she wasn't herself. She wanted to be. I'm happy I learned she's reunited with her child. She left everything, her career, abrupt end because of these people. Come and talk bullshit. I'm going to analyze that case again. They gave it to us. Let's talk about it.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go now. Thank you, everybody. MOP, Baba, thank you for spending time with me. Uncle Dio, thank you. MOP, any final word? I gotta leave the studio now. I gotta go. They don't call me back. I can't carry my motor.
Baba, make you go walk. This is the last story. Now, even if you talk to our own Auntie B is convinced. I remember last time they covered this story, convinced that Stella snatched this guy. So I agree. They're all right. This story yesterday.
Snatching. Simbi say no be snatching.
And snatching is okay. But this story yesterday, now this guy drag and come outside. And he painted Stella as a criminal. That's wrong. That's all I have to say about it.
Thank you very much, Baba.
Yeah.
Mr. Dio, any last word?
I just want to take a lesson from here and learn what not to do. As for this matter itself, to all this out there, before you agree to marry your best friend ex, think twice. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. Sister Chinye, your final take, my sister. Snatching, no snatching. She may speak out. What's your final take, Sister Chinye? We can't hear Sister Chinyo. Hello?
Sister Chinye is not here, Uncle Ben.
Oh, it's still showing in my this thing. Oh, wow. All right. Thank
Yeah,
you, Mr. Dio. I'll see you in the next one. MOP, thank you very much, Baba. I appreciate your take as always. Itayo, please, if you can send that video of Doris' interview to our studio number, I'm really going to appreciate it. Let us look at it and analyze this together. Thank you, everybody from the Real Farm, Sister Yinka, Marriott, Esther, Yitayo, my Sharon, everybody blessed. This has been another wonderful show. I'll see you guys in the next one. Simbi, my final take is your gender should stop snatching another woman's husband. Bye bye, Simbi. Koku alo.
Bye, sir. Bye, Real Fam. Please like and share.
Sister Chinye, you are back. What's your final take, man?
I'm so sorry. I could hear you guys, but you guys couldn't hear me. No, I was saying that my final take about your question in regards to should men speak out. Men should speak, but to me, men should speak to the right people. Who are the right people? The counselor, therapist, anybody that is significant in their lives that would help in their situation for their mental health, their mental health.
Yeah.
Not to come out to the public opinion, public opinion of social media. Trying to drag somebody in the name of dragging. Mr. Dyer mentioned earlier that he can come to clear his name, but I didn't really see any name that needed to be cleared, because Stella has not been saying anything lately, and when she said anything, she wasn't really like dragging him like that. But anyway, and at the end of the day, what both of them did was, it just wasn't right. If you ask me, it wasn't right, and hopefully they've both learned their lessons, and they'll both do it better. Being that now he's married to someone else, hopefully he will get it right this time in this next marriage, and hopefully Stella will get it right in her life. Hopefully they both learn lessons to be better humans. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. I appreciate you. My sister Chie.
Uncle Penel.
Thank you, Mama. Bye.
Bye.
Oh wow, that's my sister Chinye. Once you see sister Chinye, Marriott and Co in the studio, when you know, say the conversation don't get killed with that. Thank you everybody for being here. I'll see you in the next one. You say what? You say wait,
I said I'll bring Sissy. I will bring Sissy. I will analyze today's show and I'll bring her back.
Let me calculate. We go do the show before Sissy go come. I don't want my studio come catch fire. Sissy go say, what? Nobody's snatching anybody. Nobody's snatching anybody. We're talking about Ben. Nobody snatch nobody. No, we go do the conversation before.
So Uncle Ben, thank God you're saying it. I'll tell her to rewatch the end of the show.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Kini. Then now you know who lose. Where you see that losing from self, you need to define that lose for me. Make I understand. Maybe we did the same page. He said she's lose. Ha. Thank you everybody. I'll see you in the next one. God bless you.